Well, bam. What's up, everybody?
All right.
Happy Monday.
Monday.
Are Mondays happy? Do we ever get to have happy Mondays?
Well, the day it's the vodcast, of course it's a happy Monday.
Vodcast Mondays are always happier Mondays. I find myself sitting at work looking at different things to talk about and thinking about, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. I do that for sure. So that's good. That's good. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. First time in a long time actually hanging out with a friend in person.
That is awesome. Some couch co-op.
Yeah.
Down with COVID. No COVID. Can't stop the couch co-op. I like it. That's awesome.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yeah, so friend Ghost X437, who is a regular in the chat as well, but yeah, he was in town visiting family, so we figured we'd do some couch co-op.
Very cool.
So we hit 2 days back to back, and we played quite a few games.
Oh yeah.
So that was fun.
Played some awesome ones too. Oh my goodness, I wish I could have seen Goof Troop. My cell phone reception wasn't so good, so I missed a lot of
We didn't play
it
very long.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured. I was gonna ask you, like, well, so how far did you get, buddy? Like, how'd it go? You know?
Yeah, he wasn't feeling the puzzles of it.
Yeah. What about as well as expected? Good. Because that's
right.
I gotta be honest with you, that game. Whew, man, that game.
Yeah, and it's not a fault of his, but it's like you and I have played enough of that to where I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I got to do,
right.
But I don't want to be like, here, go here, go here.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And I couldn't remember half this stuff, so like, here I am fumbling around trying to figure out. I'm like, wait, I think it was over this direction.
Like, I know we've done this. And I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
cool.
Yeah, we did a little. It was. Most of the games we did a sampling of. Played through Turtles in Time on the SNES. Played through a couple arcade games.
Excellent. Yeah, it looked like it was a good time. That's cool.
Yep. How about you? How was yours?
Pretty good. Well, good and bad. So we'll start with the bad first. So AC broke again, which was magical. I learned a lot about repairing air conditioners this weekend, and I actually managed to repair the air conditioner. It's nice and cool in the house now, so which is awesome. I think I could repair air conditioners, like if I had to be that guy. I think I could do it now. So I'm an electronics technician by trade, so it's like you gotta do it. Yeah, right. I was hero of the house for like one day. So like the kids don't always appreciate dad, but when he fixes the AC, then they appreciate dad, like straight up. And what was awesome was it broke while I was at my retro game store, had their trade event. And so I was sitting up at a game store having like this video game flea market. So it's like a little mini con, right? And just having a good time and all the gaming talk and fun stuff and great stuff going on. And I get a text from the wife that says, I don't think the air's working. It's like 84 degrees in here. And I'm like, no. And so then you're sitting there and you're like, well, I could ignore this text. I'd just be like, oh my gosh, I didn't see it. That's weird. It's because the air conditioner was blowing on me so hard in the game store, So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. But I chose not to do that. But yeah, no. So unfortunately, of course, I was off having a good time, and yes, yep, you did good. It was awesome. Had fans everywhere. We were. It was kind of like roughing it in the living room, so it was good. But yeah, so the trade event was awesome. That was definitely the good. It's my local game store's 5-year anniversary of being open.
Oh, nice.
And the first Saturday of every month they have a get together where they let people from the community bring their games in, and it's really neat. It's a fun experience because they set up tables and they let us kind of flea market, buy, sell, trade, and and then they're obviously picking stuff up too, which is really cool. And yeah, absolutely, thank you very much, Ms. 24. They also do stream on Twitch. That's Rad Junk. that doesn't. Yeah, great people, really cool peeps. I did pick up something cool. The first game I've picked up in like a couple months, I picked up Wing Commander 3 in the long box. Rocking some fine Mark Hamill, and what was his name from Indiana Jones? Indy. Indy.
I remember. Yeah, he was also Gimli.
Yep, Gimli. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I know. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
And then Fantasy Island. I mean, just an all-star cast. All-star cast. We should fire it up one day. I liked the Wing Commander games. I played this at first on PC. The first time I played this was on PC, I think. But yeah, so got that. That was my sweet pickup from Trade actually, and Joe hooked me up at Rad Junk, hooked me up on that. So it was fun. But yeah, and then
very nice.
Sunday I drove like a couple hours back and forth to pick up the part to fix the air conditioner. It took me like 10 minutes to fix the air conditioner, and then it was like just sit back and enjoy the nice cool air all day, which was good. So it was awesome. But good weekend. No
Very
complaints. Cool. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to go back to work today, which was kind of lame, but that's okay. It pays the bills, so it keeps these lights on, which is nice. See, it's nice.
It's like all these lights on.
yeah. It's like all these. So it's fine. It's fine. Are you guys back to school yet?
No, we are not. We go back at the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
So still before Labor Day, but yeah, we go back.
Oh man,
a little bit later.
I know some have tomorrow. Back. Yeah, we start tomorrow here. So the kids are so excited. Wow. They're so stoked. That's all they've talked about all day is how excited they are to go back to school. So I was
just your start Wednesday.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. Yep. Yeah, I know. The missus is happy with it. She's good with it. So it's good. But that's really been about it. We It was a nice relaxing weekend other than the air conditioner. So hopefully it's the last time I got to work on the air conditioner. Like, give it a little while. I was just a game nerd. I was worried that we were going to have to swap ours too. Was not good. That's true. We did go to the movies. I forgot all about that. We did go to the movies. We did see Suicide Squad. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So that's awesome. Yeah, it was interesting. We'll talk about it. But yeah, so before movies, before we get into that, we'll talk about some gaming stuff. Sony's latest beta firmware allows storage expansion with specific special drives. So I saw like the Western Digital ad that had like the drive for your PS5, like the you could get it's an NVMe drive, right?
Right, but they have to be according to what I read, they have to be PCIe 4.0.
Oh, wow.
So they have to meet the specific specs. They have to meet a certain speed in order for the PlayStation to function properly.
That's really interesting because that's relatively new technology. My latest PC build, I specifically searched out a motherboard that could do PCIe 4.0. And then and there were more motherboards available, but hard drives themselves, there were only a couple of hard drives available, manufacturers at the time. So the fact that they put those in PS5s, that's kind of interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Sony was definitely with the PlayStation 5 ahead on that storage.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the architecture.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty good.
Yep. So now you can actually bump up because you didn't even have a terabyte. You only ended up with like 700.
Right.
And so now you can it'll support up to the 4 terabyte drives.
Nice. Do you
so you'll pay a huge premium for a 4 terabyte.
Sure. Is it can you swap it without breaking any of the warranty tabs and stuff? Is it?
Oh, it's fully supported.
Oh wow, 100%. That's awesome.
Yeah, right on Sony's website, it shows you instructions how to change it.
No kidding. Wow, that's awesome. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so it has to meet the speed requirements, and there are certain ones that physically won't fit. So they have a recommendations of which drives because
Gotcha.
some might be like, some will come with a heat sink on them that
Right.
actually makes it too large of a size.
Right. Right.
But at the same time, you can buy the bare drive, buy an aftermarket heat sink that they say this one will still fit. So you
Gotcha.
basically do your own combo.
Gotcha.
And according to them, they do recommend a heat sink.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could imagine. That's there's a pretty, actually, I think on my motherboard, the motherboard had a built-in heatsink, so I ended up not getting the one, but mine came with a pretty hefty heatsink on it. That's
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Mine's
Yeah.
actually a bare drive
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
my computer.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have a heat sink or anything on it.
Nice.
But I have like, my case is nice, good airflow for the rest of the parts.
Nice.
Liquid for the CPU, but everything
Gotcha.
else is just like, it's like a wind tunnel in there. So I'm like,
Yeah. I'm the same way.
and
I
I'm
don't.
not doing anything crazy on it.
Yeah. I can't see getting into the liquid all over the everywhere.
Yeah. What comes after a terabyte? A petabyte.
Yeah, petabyte, right? Petabyte.
Mhm.
Oh, here's Army Mike. He heard us talk about PlayStation. The PlayStation fanboys coming out. PlayStation fanboys, here we go, all over the place. No, they did do a good job. That's impressive that they had PCI 4. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
impressive.
what I'm really, let's see here, just because I need to know, PCIe 4.0 NVMe. A 1 terabyte is $199.
Right.
Let's see. This one is,
I think that's the one I went with. I went with a Sabrent 1 terabyte.
2 terabyte is $369.
Ooh, man.
So needless to say, 4 terabyte costs more than your PlayStation 5.
Listen, just uninstall the game when you're done with it. It's cool, you know.
Yeah.
yeah. Petabyte. Yeah, they might change that one.
It's even, it's what is the PETA?
Yeah.
PETA.
Yeah.
Petabyte.
PETA, not PETA. Come on, just a game nerd. Like you gotta notify the local police department when you change hard drives. You know.
Yep.
It's messed up.
Make sure it's on the watch list.
Oh, Jesus. Anyways, and on that note, moving on.
Moving on.
Come on, man. Super NT and Mega SG. You were kind of hot on these for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you end up getting one?
I actually missed last time. They're actually still in stock as of shortly before stream. They're still in stock on their site, so it seems like stock is in and they're good, which is surprising because with this, semiconductor shortage,
right,
that's going on, I'm actually surprised that all of those didn't just like disappear immediately.
So did those were the consoleized ones, right? Like the
correct. Those were the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
Right. And
then you have the Analog Pocket, which pretty much
right.
I believe it's as of today, it's been 1 year since they opened pre-orders and they still haven't delivered. They actually delayed it back in October.
Wow, no kidding. Yeah, I remember talking about that one. And in fact, I think it was you, me, and Ghost during a Gears playthrough. We were talking about, hey, yeah, pre-orders they open up this next week or something.
Yeah, and then they were gone like a snap of the fingers.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't see. I don't know. I don't. Maybe. I don't know. It'd be tough to drop that kind of cash on a Game Boy, right? Like.
Well, I mean, it is with their adapters. It's a Game Boy. It's a Turbo Express. It's an Atari Lynx. It's a Game Gear.
That's true. But out of the box, it's basically just a Game Boy.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy and GBA right out of the box.
Because you got to buy the adapters for the other things, right?
Correct.
Which is genius, by the way. FPGA technology it's going to open up the world for us for sure.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Just a game nerd. You know. Call 1-800. Yeah, no, it's absolutely. Oh man, you should have 100% come down to 24 pixels PC repair. We make you special good deal for sure, 100%. So, yeah, 99 out the door. Warranty expires when you leave the premises. 100%.
Exiting the threshold.
That's right. That's right. Oh, see, but you picked it up off the counter, so it's yours now.
Yep. Yep. We're not responsible for what happens.
Like, hey, that's awesome.
But so Super NT and Mega SG in stock. They have that the TurboGrafx machine as well.
Yeah, that's right.
The PC Engine one.
Right.
And I mean, they're doing good. There's FPGA stuff, and it's nice to see that. I mean, they're obviously affected by the chip shortage, but
sure,
it hasn't stopped them dead in their tracks.
Yeah.
They're still managing to.
At least
they're
doing something
out.
with it. I had
because if you were to go, for anybody listening, if you were to want to go retro and you don't want to go deep with original consoles on CRTs and stuff like that, I don't even know that I would bother with. After you buy a Super Nintendo and you mod it for HDMI,
right,
you're already going to be past the price of a Super NT.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
And with the Super NT and the Mega SG, you're just good to go.
Yeah,
HDMI right out of the box.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like it's not worth it. And honestly, like sometimes some of these chips and stuff, they take some pretty decent soldering skills to modify them, to put the boards in there that do the conversion. But and then honestly, at that point, it's not really true HD. It's sort of an up conversion. A lot of times the original hardware the clocks don't really support the true like a new console would, like a new T would.
Mm-hmm.
But
and doing the stuff like the NT and SG.
Yeah.
You have scan lines, you have filters, you have other things you can apply.
Sure. Make it look however. And I've done a lot of stuff with Raspberry Pis, and Raspberry Pis they're great, and if you just want to pop in a game, play a game, perfect for it. It's just they're a little bit of lag, a little bit of input lag, a little bit of video lag, a little bit, it's just they're not perfect.
And that's the emulation versus FPGA.
Yeah, right, exactly. But honestly, it's like if you wanna play every retro game ever made for $100, there you go. Get a Raspberry Pi. It's like rock and roll, but yeah,
if it gets you to be able to experience these games, play however you can.
Right, exactly.
That's
exactly.
Yeah.
I had a guy at the trade night this weekend. He was telling me about he has a consoleized Game Gear to play on his TV.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I'm like, that's really cool.
So rather than a Master System,
right. So I'm like, it's kind of interesting. It just like takes the Game Gear cart, it's kind of like the little Game Boy player, right? It's very interesting. I'm like, that's kind of neat, because I've got probably about a box of 10 Game Gears that they all need caps, which a cap replacement on Game Gear, don't ever sign up for that job. That's it's the worst. It's awful. And then the screens are out. It's rough.
It's like, because I'm still looking out for a Game Gear. And the one I did come across at Stone Age Gamer was already RGB modded and stuff. So they have VGA ports sticking out of the bottom of it.
That's
and
weird.
We got to replace screen. I'm like, I want an original.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's what I try to do. So like as I'm going through them, I try to make good ones. Which the Game Gear was such an interesting piece of hardware. The motherboards in the Game Gear and the power supply boards, like the voltages and things changed like 3 times throughout the generation. So you can't always take like three Game Gears and make a good one. Sometimes it's not compatible at all. It's like the shell's the only thing that didn't change, But I try to go through them and fix the ones, keep the ones original that are worth keeping original, and then with what's left over, doing the screen mod. I do like the screen mod in a Game Gear, because that compact fluorescent that's in that Game Gear, man, that's what eats up the batteries. It's just such a hog, man, for power. But yeah, no, it's the little capacitors are just, but
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah. I'm one back in the day. It's like when I never owned a Game Gear. A friend of mine did. I had a Game Boy.
Right.
And we would actually trade occasionally, so that way we could actually play the other systems games.
Very cool.
And when I bought the Game Gear, I practically just lived with it just plugged in.
Nice.
So plugged into the power outlet, sitting on the end of the couch.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Just because like you said, how it eats the batteries.
Dude, it really does. I think the last Game Gear I had the little carrying case with like the battery backup that had like the D cell, had like the 4 or 5 D cell batteries in it. Yeah, that was crazy. I've got a Lynx too, but the screen's gone out on that too. I gotta mess with that a little bit one of these days. But yeah, right. Yeah, no kidding, Just a Game Nerd. No kidding.
But yeah, that's where my interest on with analog in their pocket. I'm hoping they can deliver their original pre-orders, so that way we can find a time to finally get a restock in the store again.
Right. Yeah, that would really be cool. There are some great titles out there to check out, so it would be neat. But yeah, all right, Mike. That's SM scalpers. You gotta be careful. Watch out for them. Watch out for those guys. Not that I condone their activities at all, because it's America, but. That was a previous podcast, so you know.
Yeah.
So speaking of revitalized consoles, maybe I guess the Amico in television Amico, right? Like, believe it or not, I know you've seen pictures. The pictures, it looks really cool. I mean, it's a modernized space age, beautiful looking, in television basically. And it
kind of looks like how, to me, when the Intellivision was the console, what they visualized the future to be.
Yeah, right.
Like it's like a retro view of the future.
Yeah, right. So if we could rewind to like 1983 and then project 1995, Amico, right?
Imagine like it's like like how you always had like the 50s, it was always like the future was the cars with the big bubble domes, and
right.
It's kind of like that envisioning of the future that could have been.
Right. What coulda, woulda, shoulda, maybe. But it released. Gosh, I want to say the first pre-orders for this was at least 2 years ago. I mean, it's got to be at least 2 years ago, right by now, and apparently the CEO, the guy that's taking it over, he's got kind of a shady past too. I've been reading up on him a little bit too. So they opened pre-orders, got a ton of pre-orders. And I want to say their first time was actually like a GoFundMe type thing. It wasn't even like an official pre-order. It's funny to see a company like you hear in television, like as a game claim, you're like, wow, this is like Nintendo, Atari. They might not be in the same league, but it's still a well-known name in the industry. Right. And dude, they're literally scamming people. They had no prototype, they had no nothing. It was awful. So the first one got canceled. Everyone got refunded their money. Then like 6 months later, they of course they claim they canceled it just because, well, we're not quite there and we don't want to keep you guys waiting, so we're gonna open up another one in the future. And then 6 months later they open up another pre-order, and again it didn't go anywhere. It was like it just kind of just rolled on. It was like, I don't know. So they canceled the second pre-order. And now they're talking about it's still coming. You're still gonna have a brand new, up to date way to play Pong, maybe I guess. And pre-orders will be opening soon. I don't know, man. I would not pre-order this. Not in a million years. It has scam written all over it. Like, I don't understand how something like, and I think there's been legal action against them. I don't know. It just
it has a very, very messy past leading up to where they are now.
Yeah.
And even looking at pretty much they have one video reel basically.
Right. It's always that same thing, yeah.
Yes, with the same game footage, and they've just recycled it into a different edit.
Right.
It's the same exact footage since a couple years ago.
It's so scammy.
And it looks this is basically going to be a home console that plays phone quality games. Is what it looks like.
Right. It's just
and don't get me wrong, not modern phone games.
Yeah, no,
like
not
phone games from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, not
6 years
good
ago.
ones. Yeah, right. It's just I don't know, man. It's so strange.
Yeah. I know we've never it's been in the news plenty since we've started the vodcast, and I've never wanted to go down that path and talk about it.
Yeah,
but
there was nothing, and there still kind of is nothing. Although they keep this guy, I forget his name, Chip something.
Tallarico.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Tallarico.
Yep.
He keeps trying to make himself relevant by putting himself out there. Dude, a lot of big names in this field, like people that do this type of format and stuff, they have really spoken out against him. Like he's clearly taking advantage of people. It's not good. Not good for sure. But yeah. That's what we need, a $200 console. It might have been more than $199. You know that? It might have been more than that.
Yeah.
It might have been more than that. So yeah, play Angry Birds for sure. I will say real quick, kind of rabbit trail. I keep seeing advertisements for they've released a phone game where they redid Contra. Have you seen this? Have you seen any of these advertisements? Dude, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, wow, I see the side by sides. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. I'm kind of annoyed it's on phone though. Fun. Is it really?
Yeah, I heard. I have not played it myself, but I've heard it actually is pretty fun.
I'm so annoyed it's on phone. Like, they need to port this to Steam, and I need to plug in an old Nintendo controller, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, man, come on, dude. Why is it on phone? You know, it's so. And there's ways you can, get like BlueStacks or something, and you could run it on your PC. But it's just, I wish they'd just port it over because it looks great. It looks really cool. So. I can't stand the phone controls. It's very strange.
I mean, that's the awkwardness of it. Yeah. It's like either you're using the touchsone or you're setting your phone somewhere and then pairing a Bluetooth controller.
And like playing on a screen like that big, like just no good.
Yeah.
No good. I would love to I would really love to get it on PC. And then even try to do some co-op with it because it is multiplayer.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So try to get that set up. So we might experiment with that one of these days. That might be fun to play around with.
I'm always game for Contra.
I like it. Yeah, dude. I'm the same way. I liked it. But yeah. So speaking of huge scams.
Smoothness.
Speaking of things that should never go for sale and never sell for so much, the latest WATA Nintendo game record broken. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Mario Brothers. It was Super Mario Brothers 3, right?
1.
Oh, it was the original. It was OG.
Yeah.
Hang tab.
Yeah, it was original.
Like you're in Kmart back in the day and you convince your mom to buy it because for some reason your Nintendo didn't come with it, I guess. What is it? $2 million? $2 million for this?
Yeah, this is no longer. You can't even talk about this and use the word legitimate in the same sentence. There's no way.
The more I have thought about, like talking about, embezzling, people using it to just shovel money back and forth, and in an undetectable way. That's got to be it, right? I mean,
yeah.
There are plenty of sealed Super Mario Brothers out there. I see them all the time.
And what makes this more insane? Okay, so this is one that has the hang tab on it.
Right. Sure.
Okay. It has the hang tab.
Right.
The one Super Mario Brothers, I forget how much it actually sold for, but the one that had the sticker seal.
Right.
That was actually rare because it was one of the early productions.
Right. Like the limited market release. Yeah.
Right. Was a drop in the bucket compared to this.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's the people that are buying these games do not collect video games. They're not game collectors. If it's legitimate, if it's a legitimate purchase, and some person with way too much money is like, I see this as investment. It's a stockbroker buying the next thing. Like, they're buying this as an investment to turn around and flip it.
Okay, so the one that had the sticker seal went for 100,000.
Yeah, right.
This, a even more common variation, went for 2 million.
Yeah, it's completely insane.
Oh.
My dad.
Hey, Ferg.
My dad worked for. Hey, what's up? My dad worked for. He was in the Air Force, but he worked a little while. He worked at Kmart. Just something on the side to do. It was when I was really small. It was Nintendo days, And when they would mark down the Nintendo games, he would bring them home. They were like $5-10 a piece, and he'd bring home stacks of Nintendo games, and we'd tear them open and throw them in and play them. It was awesome. And I wish I had a time machine, but
you could have 20 hang tab sealed Super Marios.
He brought them home all the time. I'm telling you too, the crazy thing, like, here's the deal. Like, if you or me had a perfect 9.8, which isn't perfect, but had a 9.8 hang tab, same thing, we're not getting $2 million for it.
Nope.
And that's not where
not unless one of us buys it from the other.
Yeah, exactly.
And recycles it back.
People are sliding money back and forth, and it's a lot like blockchain. It's a lot like Bitcoin. It's untraceable. You convert your money into something, and then you convert that something into money. You do it through a third party, like an auction house, who gets their cut, right? Doesn't complain, right? They because they're just getting their cut, right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called laundering, 100%. And right. People are gonna start mining Super Mario Brothers. It's crazy. It's completely insane. Not too long ago. Well, here's a perfect example. Oh gosh, it was 2020 for sure. I want to say it was earlier in the year. They found a warehouse full of the crates, the cases of F-Zeros. Very popular Super Nintendo game. Brand new, minty, crispy F-Zeros. Just all over the place. You can buy a sealed F-Zero for like $50. Right? And it's like, yeah, I'm not saying F-Zero has the same provenance as Super Mario Brothers, right? But it's a big stretch there.
Yeah.
Big stretch there. The law enforcement, they've got to be paying attention, right? Like, they can't just be that dumb, right?
Yeah, you really want to think they're just sitting back and watching them dig their hole.
Right. Just following the money. I hope. Grim Smiles, how's it going? Yeah, I really hope so. But yeah, no, I guess
in the reality of it, okay, Super Mario Brothers 2 million. So if that's what that is, I keep coming back to it, and I'm going to keep saying it. So how much is an NWC gold card?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it must be billions. You could buy a small country. You could buy Luxembourg. with like
Yeah,
a like
it's
a
yeah, billions. Yeah, we're looking at it's like, oh, the gold card is too rich for Elon Musk's blood.
yeah, right,
You
right.
know,
No
he's
kidding,
like, oh,
no kidding.
I can't afford that.
Grim, we're talking
It's
about the latest auction, the latest WADA Super Mario Brothers 9.8 graded, sold for $2 million. 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
yeah, about a week and a half ago. Yeah. And
So
don't get me
yeah,
wrong. I'm not saying Elon Musk was going to buy a game like that. But I'm just saying,
no,
as far as someone who is a very prominent, wealthy person,
right,
and it would be priced to where it'd be crazy for him to spend the money on it.
right, right. I, if I was,
And
if I was,
NWC,
yeah, there's,
yeah,
it's insane.
yeah,
It's insane.
you're looking at 8 figures, 9
Yeah,
figures easy.
I will tell you, like by collector's standards, I think there's only 10. I think there's only 10 gold cards. There were only 10 gold cards. There's only 5 they know of that are out in circulation.
Right.
So NWC gold card is a couple $100,000. And that's by collector's standards. That's not this shenanigans,
By this,
right?
yeah.
You factor this into it, and it's like, geez, man, it's unreal. It's madness. It's pure insanity. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand it. I understand it's some nefarious stuff going down. Yeah, 5. I believe they said so. The 5 that are unaccounted for, they know that so many of them, I want to say 3 or 4 of them, were destroyed, because technically they were all supposed to be destroyed. They weren't supposed to be given to the contestants, and it was high energy. Everything was going crazy, and the contestants like pulled the game out of the consoles, like, well, and they end up keeping the game. So
those were the golds. It was my understanding the grays were the ones.
The grays were the
golds
ones they
were in
played.
Nintendo, but the golds were in Nintendo Power.
The grays
reward.
were the ones they played. The golds were. There was one towards
like a contest or something.
Towards the end, I thought there was one tournament where they had gold carts in the championship. But it wasn't usually just the gray ones. It was towards the end of the 90s, like really.
Actually curious now.
Yeah.
Let me Nintendo Power Magazine held a separate contest with the prize being a gold NWC cart.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking I saw that they had the second version referred to as the Holy Grail.
It's hilarious at the actual tournaments for the World Championships. The winners each won $250 cash.
Right.
Like for this cart that now is worth.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, this says 26. This says 26 gold cards were originally made. Let's see here. I knew maybe gray was the.
Yeah, because gray were the ones where it was like a numbered series,
and that was the ones they played.
Yeah, because the gold didn't have an ID number.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
since they were like promotional.
Did the gold ones have the dip switches too?
I believe they did.
Let's see here.
They just lack the paper label with
the
number print on it.
Right. Yeah, they had it set up at the event. Oh, Repro Cart, of course. They had it set up at our thing this past weekend, and that was fun. That was we sat there and played it. I did not do well, although I took second out of everybody there, so I did okay. Rad Racer is a pain in the butt.
Okay,
freaking nuts.
Here's something for you. Okay, just because I did search gold cart, you can buy a gold cart right now on eBay for $2 million.
Oh, $2 million.
How is a gold card on eBay worth $2 million when a Super Mario Brothers that there were thousands and thousands and thousands made is also sold for $2 million?
Same price. I mean, you got to figure, you know. I think.
I guess I paid the same for my mountain bike as I'm going to pay for my truck sitting in my drive.
Yeah, right, right.
Values just doesn't matter what the actual product is, I guess, or how uncommon.
Yeah, the gold cart did have the gold cart did have the dip switches on it. There is a that Mario one that was floating around not too long ago. It was a gray cart. It turned out to be a fake, but it drew up so much. I guess everyone was talking about it because it was a fake, right? It actually started selling for decent money, like as a fake. Like it was like everyone's like, "Oh, that's the Mario," because Mario's like most. That's the Mario one, sweet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, let's see here. So as far as the gray ones go, this has like it's 100 to 150 grand. Oh, that's for the gold one. They let's see here. They don't think they found them all. A lot of fakes out there now though, so yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the fact that that we can go buy one right now,
dude. I know.
Everybody, we need to pitch in, and then we need to.
Yeah,
we need to offer it to this whoever bought this.
Right.
And say,
right.
And say 30 million.
Right.
It's a deal.
Exactly. Oh yeah, heck yeah, man. From
and then we'll all split it.
That power glove, the only power glove that ever worked. We were talking about that the other day. It was like somebody was asking, "Hey, could you use the power glove in some game?" I was like, "Well, technically, you use it in any game." And it was like, "Well, what games was it good for?" And I was like, "None, not a single game ever made. That thing was horrible." I had one for a while, and I set it up and used it. It was awful. But I had one for a while. They're fun to have on the shelf. They're cool, but these ham hands don't exactly use power glove anymore. You know.
I can't fit my hand in the power glove anymore.
There's no way. There's no way.
Not even remotely comfortably.
But they do look cool on the shelf for sure. Yeah. Did you have one? That's cool. That's cool. I know absolutely nothing about Magic. I've seen people play it. I've watched some things like this stuff on it, but nice. Look at that. That's awesome.
Teach you how to use it.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a cool little input device. You know, like it's neat.
Yeah, a little bit ridiculous with all the motions for all the different programmings.
Oh yeah,
because you used to have to punch in like the number and the letter.
Yeah,
beep,
right.
Beep, beep,
right. And actually get it formatted to work. Yeah. Started playing it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I had guys I work with actually play the physical, and they loved they played it like crazy. I never understood it. I am not a card game player like that, but yeah, that's cool, man. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, so I think people that I think it's a scam. We're gonna find out at some point. It's gonna be like the McDonald's monopoly, and it's gonna come out that it was all scam. This is gonna be the same thing. It's someday we're gonna wake up to news that oh, by the way, they were funding terrorism in some weird, country somewhere. I don't know. It's madness.
Where it's really a shame is too many people are influenced by these sales,
right?
And it's artificially driving the market for all games.
It's completely insane. The boom of sealed games, people just trying to get sealed games, right now is insane. And people are they're going nuts over them. It's crazy, and it's like, dude, for what? Like,
yeah, I make this vow right now on stream. If I hit the lottery, I am going to buy sealed games and open them live on stream.
Open them on stream. That's awesome.
I will buy them and be like, oh, plastic.
That's
gone.
Awesome. Oh, that's hilarious. We were talking about it last night with the Rat Junk guys. Yeah, right. Exactly.
They deserve to be played.
That's what they were meant for. I said we were talking about on stream, and somebody was like, I don't understand anyone that buys a sealed game and doesn't open it. And I'm like, well, you're not buying the sealed game because you know for the game. You're buying, you know, everyone loved opening a game as a kid, flipping through the manual, checking out all the inserts that were in with it, just pulling the game out, the smell, the everything, right? So you're buying that for someone else in the future. And when someone buys it from you, that's what they're buying. They want that experience. They want that. But then so many people don't do it. They put it on the shelf. So I'm with you. Dude, yeah, buy some just truly awesome. Like buy one of these stupid WADA auctions and just take a hammer to the case, just smash it. Smash that case open right on stream. God, that'd be pretty fire. I
don't want to destroy the game.
No. Just the case.
I want to destroy their artificial value.
Yeah. So take the case like in a chop saw and just chop the top off and then slide the game out, open it up. Oh, could you imagine though? Wow. That'd be pretty baller. I don't think I could do it with a $2 million game though. No matter how rich I was, I don't think I could do it.
I wouldn't do it with that, but I would definitely collect sealed games.
Oh my god, just slice them right open. Yeah, you just.
I wouldn't buy one of these auction ones because clearly clearly, actually, to be honest, I'd be willing to bet that you, as a normal person, probably not even win one.
Exactly. If it goes along the lines of
what we think,
what we're thinking. We'll never win that auction. It'll never happen. Something will not allow us to win that auction. Or if you did win the auction, it might not be good. Might have some people showing up, right?
Right.
Like, hey, listen. So, gosh, I don't know. It's crazy. But in any case, Back 4 Blood. So we talked about Back 4 Blood a lot because it's gonna consume our October. Did you ever end up installing and playing the demo?
I'm ashamed to say no.
The beta? Oh no, that's a bummer.
I'm ashamed to say no.
I did get one. I played it a little bit yesterday.
Did you?
It was so good.
I'm excited.
It's a little different, right, from the area to area kind of like driving through, which I think they're still gonna have that. This is the continuation to Left 4 Dead. Well, the official, unofficial.
It's the original creators and people who worked on it.
Yeah, it's Left 4 Dead basically. But they had this kind of like this horde thing where you sort of scavenge and loot for things, and then you can build up your defenses and take positions and stuff like that. So it's, man, I like, it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. I am absolutely ecstatic to play it. It's going to be good. But the big news is there were 100,000 people concurrently playing the game at the same time. And it did get like, I don't know the last time I can think of a beta that had 100,000 people playing it. Like that's crazy. I'm not getting my hopes up because of what we've been given in recent video game world, but I'm starting to think maybe they've polished this a little bit. We might actually get a somewhat completed game. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Back 4 Blood comes out October 12th, I think. October 12th.
Yep.
And totally gonna be an awesome. You can see a lot of it come October because that's, oh my god, I love that game.
Yeah, that will be our back
so much
half
fun.
of October.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. So good for sure. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. We did beat Gears last week. Beat Gears 1. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Set off the list.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yep.
I saw that
30 frames per second.
Yep. Rock and roll. Yep. Yep. And only 80,000 people had their video cards blow up. So it was pretty good. I did see that. They had a ton in a closed beta, which is kind of weird. But I guess if you want to stress your system, that's the way you do it. Or you run your fan up to 200,000 RPM. Either way. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for Back 4 Blood. It's going to be good. So MLB The Show 21. So baseball game. They're actually adding a Field of Dreams stadium that you can play in as like a downloadable thing. I think it's going to be free. Not sure, but which is kind of cool because I love Field of Dreams. Great movie, pretty awesome. Liked baseball. Watched baseball a lot as a kid. I was really into baseball right up until like the 89-90 strike, and actually I watched a lot of baseball with my dad. And it was at that point he got out of watching baseball. He quit watching baseball because of the strike, and then I quit watching baseball too because it was like. But yeah, I remember we were watching the series when, it was just such a weird time. We were watching the World Series because he was a Giants fan. I was a Giants fan. I'm a Bay Area sports team fan, and we were watching it when the earthquake happened when they were playing Oakland. That was really cool. I think that was 88 or 89. That was awesome. That was crazy to watch. But so do you play sports games?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've been playing some of the show.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I gotta say, I've been playing it, the Xbox Game Pass version.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is the strangest thing because when you boot the game, it's the Sony Studios logo comes up.
Perfect.
Because it is the Sony game.
That's awesome.
It is. It feels so wrong. It's
Right?
like the first time. It's like the first time Sonic the Hedgehog appeared on a non-Sega system.
Right. You're like, what is happening?
Breaks your mind to see it.
It's so strange.
Yeah, PlayStation Studios.
Back when I was in the Air Force, there were guys that in the shop that played Madden a lot. Oh my God, we played the crap out of Madden. We had some folks that got a little upset too, breaking controllers and stuff. It was rough. But yeah, man, I played the tar out of Madden, and then I would say about the time Call of Duty came out, I sort of got out of the sports games things. I got really into FPS and stopped playing sports games as much. Although I'd say the last time I played a sports game was probably a baseball game, and I really enjoyed it. Beautiful looking games. Like sports games look so good to me. It's like amazing how clean they look.
Yeah, it's worth grabbing the show 21 on Game Pass.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's nice. It's a fun game. Like you can. I don't get into the super deep simulation stuff.
Sure.
But
sure.
I just pop on and just play a quick game.
Right.
But, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, I'm a big Madden person. I usually play Madden every year.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I haven't played Madden. I think the last Madden I played had Michael Vick on the cover, like 05, I guess that was. So
wow. Yeah,
it's been a while. It's been a long time. You were talking on stream the other day about the Tecmo Bowl, the updated Tecmo Bowl. I've got one of them from it was when the Steelers went to the Super Bowl, so it's got Jerome Bettis, I think, is actually on the cover. It's like from then. That's the most recent one. But yeah, it's cool. They really re-release that every year with like the updated names and stuff. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that you could do the special order, or I usually end up just playing the ROM that they put out on their website.
Yeah, right. It's cool.
With the updated roster.
Yeah.
But yeah, if like last year, for instance, if Cleveland actually finished going all the way to the Super Bowl,
sure,
I might have bought. I might buy that.
Right. It's like we're gonna check this
commemorative one.
I think we'll check this one out. Yeah, for sure. It was definitely it's fun to play. It's fun to check out the releases. And Temple Bowl is still awesome. Super Temple Bowl was it's just one of my favorite football games growing up. I actually really enjoyed NES Play Action Football too. Where you played on the slant, where you played on the diagonal. That was different.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of different. Fun. I played a lot. Me and my brother used to play that one as a kid. And then
Tecmo will pretty much monopolize my NES football.
Yeah. We had NES Play Action Football. I rented Tecmo Bowl and we played it a little, but NES Play Action we owned. And then in high school, I was really into basketball. So, man, I played the tar out of basketball. all the college on PlayStation. Oh man, it was awesome. We made ourselves, like all the players from the basketball team, we made ourselves in the game. It was so awesome, man. It was fun. And yeah, it was a good time. And then Dreamcast had some pretty good ones. The missus has a pretty good Dreamcast story from her. It was set up in the mall. I think it was Babbage's, and they had NBA 2K was there with the Dreamcast demoing it and everything. And our center in high school basketball, he was probably, I think he was just short of 7 foot tall. Like he was just pure basketball, right? And we were walking the mall. He was in there playing it, and Michelle whooped him. Michelle got up and whooped him. And so I'm like, man, dude, this is wow. Never gonna hear the end of this one, buddy. Let me tell you. But yeah, I haven't played a sports game in a long time. I think the last time I've even picked one up was probably it was like in a Best Buy or something. Me and a buddy were just walking by. I was like, yeah, let's check this out, you know. But there was a cool arcade game. Actually, the arcade here has it where you actually pulled the baseball bat kind of backwards and let it to hit, you know, and then, and it had like a little thing where you pitch the ball and everything. It was cool. It was pretty interactive. It was fun. I'll snap a picture of it.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it was really neat. It's I want to say it's a SNK game too. But yeah, it was good. It's fun. I'll have to snap a picture of it next time I'm up there, next time I see it. But that's a fun one to play for sure.
You're a big fan of modern baseball games, Arturo. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think MLB The Show 21 is a very strong entry.
Yeah,
I don't think it's really fallen back.
I would love to see the Field of Dreams. Like, that'd be cool. It'd be a cool one be a cool stream just to throw out there and see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely did not. I haven't played sports games in a while. I wouldn't mind firing some up, trying them out one day, but yeah,
I used to play them all on the PlayStation 1 era.
Yeah.
I absolutely when baseball was multi developer.
Sure.
I used to love triple play baseball.
Oh yeah, triple play was good.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's like I preferred EA for baseball.
Yeah.
And I preferred 2K for football.
Right. That's funny.
And now you have, no baseball on EA.
Yeah. I played NFL Game Day. I played Game Day
Game Day was good too.
I enjoyed Game Day. I liked that a lot. That was and then of course, Blitz. Blitz was just come on, like so good. So good.
And for baseball, the Bigs was good too.
Yeah, right. I've heard
I remember playing the Home Run Derby all the time.
Oh yeah, that was good. It was good. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe have a sports stream one night or something. Play some baseball or something. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be pretty sweet.
Oh yeah,
be a good time.
I mean, we could play
Jackson.
the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we could fire that up one day. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, Bo Jackson. That's right. Bo don't know nothing about cooking. Bo Jackson, man. Oh my goodness. MVP Baseball 2005. Yeah, that's awesome. Manny Ramirez, huh? Very cool. That's awesome. I used to be a huge baseball fan as a kid. Had baseball cards. I was like, I knew stats. I knew everything. And then it died. It died when the strike happened. I just got out of it. It's kind of a bummer, but. Let's see. So, kind of wrapping up the game events. More and more details about the Activision Blizzard shenanigans. I'll tell you, I have gone on Twitch and I have looked at their browse the Warzone category. It is nothing like it was a month ago. Like it's absolutely nothing like it was, and it's very interesting to see the community coming together and really sending a message to them. Yeah, you're right, 100% Furry. It's not good at all, and it was interesting at work too, because like I outside of like Warzone and the Call of Duty games and stuff, their publisher is Activision, but their developers are kind of like sub to it. So I could see them getting through. Yeah, you're right, Arandic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That well, I'll talk about it in a minute. So I could see games like that. So, but one thing that guys we were talking about was like WoW. Like, there's a lot of WoW players that are really upset because I guess the new season or reset or whatever they do in WoW, not a WoW player, was just about to happen, and they've postponed that indefinitely now. So it's kind of like it's not good, you know. It's I don't know. They're thinking that it might be the beginning of the end for that, but I don't know. I can see they'll chop a lot of people out and continue going, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Two of the big streamers, huh? That's nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right though, Arandic. I think Warzone, you know, a big part of it's obviously the hackers and the cheaters. I uninstalled that game months ago. It's probably 6-8 months ago, and haven't gone back. I see some gameplay footage, and I remember in the beginning when it was fun to play. I just can't do it. I can't reinstall. I think we're at the verge of the next Call of Duty anyway, because the next one's going to come out in November, so we're going to start hearing news about it, you know, probably this month, you know. So, you know, it's kind of a dead time for Call of Duty anyway. So any Call of Duty properties that are out now aren't getting touched very much until the next one comes out. So I hope that they update Warzone or go maybe retire it and go to a different battle royale format with the next one. But I don't know. Yeah. Battlefield could kill them this year if they put out a quality game. So we'll see. But yeah, it's some of the stuff with this Activision Blizzard stuff, the things that I'm reading about that are happening, the hazing and the harassment and it's not an individual with individual, it's gangs of people messing with individuals, trapping individuals in rooms, like seriously, like really tormenting people that work at this company, and God, horrible, pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah, downright appalling.
Yeah, it's like
that's been going on,
right? In like such a major organization, it's just crazy to me, completely insane. Mm-hmm. But hopefully everybody gets what's coming to them, and they get through that. But I don't know how it's going to affect. Yeah, and it's almost like it's sad, but like I think almost at this point there's a lot of people more worried about what's going to happen to the games than what's going to happen to the people, and some of these people should be in jail. It's crazy, some of the stuff. Yeah. I remember the Medal of Honor games. I remember those. Those were good. I liked them. Played through all of them, but I guess we'll see. I don't see that case. It might wrap up. It might wrap up pretty soon, but I think it's gonna be drawn out a bit. I think it's gonna be a while before they.
This isn't going to be just a close this case quick.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll bet. That's crazy. They stopped new sales. That's nuts. Yeah, I've seen a lot of other games go nuts on it.
But yeah, with the Activision Blizzard thing, it's not even like, it's not personal suits against them. It's the state.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not. Yeah, this isn't something that they're just gonna settle out of court in a normal fashion like you would expect.
And how much evidence did the state's not going to bring up a suit on a whim? Like, you're gonna really need to convince somebody, because if they do and they lose, like, heads are gonna roll. You're gonna lose jobs. You're gonna, you know, it's like to actually be pressing this means, I mean, who knows what they know that we still don't know, that hasn't come out yet. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of that's upsetting to even think about. What is their ace up their sleeve in the courtroom that they're going to drop these bombs on them?
Right. Yeah, be interesting to watch. But I do like the fact that the community is is, you know, moving away from that. You know, and
Mhm.
some people are, you know, and not saying that you have to, you know, and I'm not saying that, you know, you can't judge a company because some of the people were idiots. You know, not everyone in the company acted that way, and you know, and I don't think anyone should be, you know, chastised for continuing to play the games they enjoy to play just because they came out of a company with, you know, crappy management. Like, God, if you did that, I don't know. There's a lot of companies you couldn't use, you know, right? So
Right.
it's like, but it is cool to see that. Um, you usually see when people are, you know, using their influence for a reason, it's usually not a great reason, but this is one of the times I feel like it's a pretty good reason to not. And whether other people do
Mhm.
it or not, if you feel a certain way about it, you know, what else can you do, you know, except not support them? It goes back to a lot of the things we talk about when we look at this industry and we look at the things that are wrong with the industry and the things that are wrong with the people in the industry. We're in control. The consumers are totally in control if we would take the necessary steps to make them hurt for it, you know. But it is what it is.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to see it, but I hope that it doesn't hurt. I hope that it doesn't hurt the the companies, you know, especially the developers, because there are fans of the games, and you know, you don't ever want to see that stuff get lost. But yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's a bummer.
Yep. It's a huge black mark on that label.
Yeah, completely insane. I mean, like, we didn't have enough reasons to hate Activision already, you know. It's awful. They still weren't as bad as EA though, so whatever, you know.
Business practice wise.
Until yeah, you're right.
Business, but behavior. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. Not
terrible.
great. You just won at something wonderful. You know,
Yes.
like, great
Yep.
job. So the Olympics. How close did you follow the Olympics this year?
I did not. So this is all you.
I 100%. I barely followed myself. I would
Oh.
say we went to dinner. The wife and I did one time, and there was an event on the TV. So I saw a couple of events. The wife and yep, my daughter watched a little bit. I usually am the person that's like, I want to see every event. I'm tracking the medals. And I don't know why I wasn't so into it this year. USA did win the medal count. I think by like one medal. I think by one medal. I think we got 39 golds. So I'll say we won the golds. I don't know about the other medals or the total medals, but so USA. But yeah, I was just not into it this year. I don't know if it was the COVID. I don't know if it's just everything going on in the world, everything going on in my life, and just being busy. I don't know. But yeah, I'm normally so into the Olympics. I love watching the events, and especially the Summer Olympics. I love the Summer Olympics. Like, the events are awesome, and I was not too into it this year. But they did close out this past Sunday. I think yesterday was the closing ceremonies. But yeah, so wrapped up and gone. Maybe 2 years from now, when we get some Winter Olympics, I'll be more into it. I don't know.
So yeah, I think I'm more about the Winter Olympics.
Really?
Because of the craziness of some of the events.
Yeah, there are some pretty cool ones.
You got ski jump.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
like luge and bobsledding.
Right.
It's like where you could die.
So you're
doing those.
You're telling me that, like, the power walking event doesn't do it for you? Like, come on, you know.
I mean, those are almost like extreme sports in some of the winter ones.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. The luge and bobsled's pretty cool. That is pretty neat.
Curling.
I always liked the in the summer games. I always liked the diving. I always liked the basketball. I was a basketball fan. I always liked the basketball. I like the track and field style events, like the shot put and the javelin and stuff like that. Those are always cool. But yeah, I do like the winter games. So maybe I'll be more into that. Did you see? So the only other thing that I really did. So apparently NBC, I don't know if it was just on their streaming services, had who was it? Was it it was Snoop, and was it Kevin Hart? Was it Snoop and Kevin Hart?
Did not see that.
Oh my goodness. Like they did announcing like commentary basically on it was on Peacock. So it was for those Peacock streamers there. It was as funny as you can imagine. It was. I mean, completely insane. I mean, yeah, it was like so sports commentary. Okay, so anybody that's not a big sports fan, anytime you watch good sports commentary, you've got someone that's really technically sound and intelligent in the sport you're watching, and then you have someone for, we call it color commentary, right? They keep it mixed up, they keep the jokes. So for instance, you're watching us right now. Pixel is the smart one, and I'm the color commentary. Okay, right? So we do. So I just throw in little jabs here and there, right? So this is how you play back and forth with trying to fill airtime when you're commentating on sports. These two guys was all color commentary. I mean, these guys were hilarious. I mean, they half the time they didn't even know the sports they were watching, and it was amazing. You absolutely have to look up some clips.
I definitely.
They're pretty funny.
Yeah, because I did not know they did that.
Oh
I did
my
not know
goodness!
They did that for all the games.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like somebody stitched something together for TikTok or something. I thought it was a joke. I was like, oh, that's funny, and I'm like, oh, no, this is a thing. Like, what on earth? Like, this is crazy. It was so good. It was really good.
Almost like one of those comical just advertisements for the Olympics.
Right.
Not actually what the Olympics are.
It's crazy. It's completely nuts. It's completely insane. 400-meter hurdles broke the world record. Wow. Broke the record for a second. Yeah, that is crazy. I love seeing those world records. Like that's so awesome. Wow. So good.
Winter game is 6 months.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Army Mike says.
It's like rock and roll, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so anyways, the Olympics did wrap up. USA, unfortunately, I didn't watch a ton of them. Wish I would have, but the Snoop and Kevin Hart, some good clips to check out right there. Totally worth taking a path down YouTube, for sure.
Nice. Very nice.
So in movie and TV show news, South Park got renewed through season 30. Like, holy cow, man. This is completely insane. Like, these guys, I mean, I love South Park. I haven't watched South Park in a long time, though. I have not kept up with it in so long.
And it's in South Park too. It's like the way that show evolved. It is quite literally current events.
Oh, that's awesome.
So to go back and watch it, it's not going to have the same effect of actually watching it as they air.
Right.
Or at least within a month of when they air.
Right.
Because they're so relevant to exactly what's happening. It's just
funny.
They absolutely nail the social satire.
And that's true. Saying uncanceled, right? Okay. But like they take it to the edge, dude. They leapfrog the line, a lot. And these guys are still on TV. They're still out there. They're still making people laugh. They're telling jokes. They're making fun of people and situations, and it's just, that's awesome. I remember when South Park started. I think I was in high school when it started, and oh my god, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe it. It sounds like they're gonna get 14 movies. Now, when they say 14 movies, I wonder if it's gonna be like the COVID movie. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, like the pandemic special and stuff that they did.
I wasn't 10 years old when South Park came out. That's inaccurate, Ferg.
It came out like 97.
Yeah, it was like 97 or 98. I might have been in 10th grade. But there's no way I was 10. Yeah, it came out definitely when I was in high school. So 97, 98 sounds right. Say junior or senior. So 10th grade, if that's what you meant, for sure. It was all paper animation. It was like these guys are just sitting there. It was just the craziest thing, but the stories were great. It was hilarious. When you guys were talking yesterday, you Ghost were talking about the one with Butters, like the ninja star. Dude, okay. So that episode was hilarious, right? I mean, it was so good. But it was funny because Like when they went back to Butters, like when he wasn't what was it, Commander Chaos or whatever, right?
Professor Chaos.
Professor Chaos, right? When they went back to Butters, I was like, oh crap. I totally forgot that they were. I totally forgot.
Yeah, that it was just them playing make believe.
I was so into like the anime and everything, and I was like, "Oh my god, like this is crazy, right?" And then, oh my god, it was awesome. It was completely insane. And oh, dude, when I don't know, man, when. that would crack me up. Yes, Terrence and Phillip, amazing. Yeah, Butters does crack me up, man. Butters is, oh my god, it's hilarious. Him and Cartman get together, it cracks me up. Okay, so I might not know it since I haven't watched some of the new ones. What's your favorite South Park episode?
Oh man, that's nearly impossible to pick.
It's a tough one. I've got one, but I haven't watched in a few seasons. I've got one. Oh yeah. What you got, Mrs. 24? What you got? For me, it's Scott Turner.
Centipede.
Oh my god, that one was pretty bad. Oh, Wendy Testerberger. Don't beep with Wendy Testerberger. Yeah, you like the Wendy Testerberger. I love Scott Tenorman Must Die. When Cartman made him meet his parents. Solid. Oh my god, dude. That episode is just hilarious. Oh my god. That's one of my favorites. 100% one of my favorites, man. But yeah.
Yeah, there have definitely been,
dude.
Oh man, there are so many modern ones that are rivaling.
I need to get back on it.
Absolutely. You'll being that you experience the events that they're talking about, you'll remember things as they're doing the episodes as far as what the real life was going on. But yeah, when they are current and you watch them, oh my gosh, they say they pretty much do what you're thinking.
Yeah,
like
that's awesome.
Their reactions to the events that are taking place,
that's awesome.
They say it for you.
Jeez. Dang, Mike, $900 million?
Yep.
That's crazy. They could buy 450 copies of Super Mario Brothers. That's so good. That's so good.
But yeah, so 14 movies. I guess in this next year, we're supposed to see 2 of them.
Right.
Now, if we're only going to see 2,
okay. So
how long of a... How I didn't see what the contract release window was for these 14 movies.
Yeah.
Like, is their plan actually to be
that's a long time? Because and I want to see movies too, like the COVID special. Like, I hope they don't consider that a movie. Like that was kind of shorter.
It was like a double episode, and that was it.
Yeah, right. So so I hope movies is like bigger, longer, uncut. Because that's hilarious. Good. So good. I could quote that, but I don't. I guess you're not set to mature, so we're just gonna let it go.
I'm not set to mature.
We'll just let it go. And they are doing a new game for it too.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a 3D game this time instead of what the Stick of Truth and Fractured But Whole.
Right. Yeah. But
have you played those?
I played Stick of Truth. I did not play Fractured But Whole. Yeah.
Okay. It's just more goodness. I mean, if you enjoyed Stick of Truth, Fractured But Whole picks up exactly where Stick of Truth ended.
That's awesome. Maybe that's when we'll start kicking off.
Those, I got to say, those were probably the most enjoyable, really the most enjoyable licensed game I've ever played.
Wow.
Because it was quite literally, you're controlling an episode of the show.
That's awesome.
I mean, the writing was top notch.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fully voice acted. The animation looked like the show.
Right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Absolutely love those games.
Oh yeah,
I would love to stream, but even if I go mature, I don't know if you could stream all those.
It's pretty edgy. I don't know.
Bad stuff.
As long as you're in a hot tub with a banana, maybe you'll be all right.
Oh, because I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is, since you played Stick of Truth, is when the underpants gnomes shrink you.
Right. I mean,
And you're venturing through your parents' bedroom.
Right. There's dude,
I don't know if I could play that on stream.
I've seen people play what's the game that just the oh my gosh, the remake, the NES. Oh my god, I can't think of it. We played it at separate times, and it was I can't think of the name. It'll hit me in a minute. But there was a level in that was like, oh my god, what's going on? When like you're like in a strip club.
Oh yeah, you're talking the Angry Video Game Nerd game.
Yes, Angry Video Game Nerd game. Thank you. And
now,
like
now that's super exaggerated pixel.
This is
pixel
true.
Graphics.
This is true. However,
South Park's a little more drawn.
Yeah, that's true. It's a little more less the
Larry
imagination.
Games.
Yeah.
I mean, well, see the Larry game, the Leisure Suit Larry games.
Yeah.
No nudity actually exists.
This is true.
In those games.
This is true. Oh my god, and I do love the Leisure Suit Larry games.
Yeah.
They're so good.
South Park, on the as hand, does have nudity.
And I'll say I think Twitch's nudity policy is like if it goes with the flow of the game, right, and it's not made focus, I think you can do.
Randic, there you go.
Right, exactly. Because like Human Fall Flat, like every time you start off a new game or start a new life with your character, it's a naked person sitting there looking at you. So, the Slumber Party episode with Butters was awesome. Butters. That one was good. Because that's what all boys think happen at slumber parties. Like, that's literally it. And, like, you got to find out. Like, it's magical what happens there. So, yeah.
I have to say, if I was thinking classic episodes of South Park, when they weren't social commentary, when they were still, their own just standalone stories,
right?
It would probably be the Underpants Gnomes.
Oh episode. yeah, that was awesome. Tweek. So good.
and Tweek just freaking out because Tweek. They come into his room at night.
What? Oh, Tweek, man. Yeah, that was a good one too. God, I have to go back and watch them. I'd love to go back and watch all of them, but I think they're in like season 20.
Oh, they're high 20s already.
Yeah. High 20s. Wow.
High 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. That's completely.
I think that renewal was only for a few years, to be honest.
Oh, right. So up to 30 seasons, right? So right. That's
because they're on. Oh no, actually, that was a big sign because their last completed season is season 24, so they'll be on 25.
Oh, cool. Okay, sweet. That's a good season number, fellas. Good season number.
I really want to play Stick of Truth on stream now.
Oh yeah, right. I know. That'd be awesome. That'd be good. Let's see. So Free Guy. Have you seen previews for Free Guy? With Ryan Reynolds. Oh my goodness. This looks pretty funny. So we've seen this before. Did you ever watch Gamer back in the day? I think Gamer with Gerard Butler, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this interaction with a video game, I don't know. It gets kind of weird at points, but I am so stoked to see this one. I don't know. I like Ryan Reynolds. Like he cracks me up anyway. But I am really stoked to see this. Like I think it's going to be hilarious. I think it's going to be really good. I do want to go see it. I'm going to try to catch it in the theater.
Since that's a theater only one, it might get me out to the theater.
Exactly. It's nice to see some things going theater only too. Like I love the movies, man. I don't want to see the movies die. Like I have a feeling they're going to. Like I don't think our kids are gonna have movie theaters when they grow up, but man,
right.
I do love them. Who doesn't, right, Mrs. 24? I think you like Ryan Reynolds for maybe different reasons that I like Ryan Reynolds, but I mean it's possible. They keep trying to use me as Ryan Reynolds' body double, but it doesn't work out. So there's scheduling conflicts. That's what it is. No, I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, his sarcasm is awesome. He's like the crown prince of sarcasm. Like my man's awesome.
Pretty much in his movies anymore, it's Ryan Reynolds as Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, right. It doesn't matter what character they're playing. It's Ryan
and that's
Reynolds.
awesome because
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah,
It works for him.
exactly. I like a lot of people didn't like Blade Trinity or whatever, the third Blade, right?
Mhm.
But I liked Ryan Reynolds in it. I thought he was
absolutely.
great. Like, he was like, that was awesome. That was really good.
Absolutely.
Did you see the new Ghostbusters trailer?
I saw that too.
Can I just
and
tell you?
I'm very excited.
I am so excited for this one. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen the other Ghostbusters. The one that came out 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, you're like, I haven't seen the other Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
I thought
I
you
did
what?
see the. It's like, okay, everybody, stop the stream. We're having a watch party right now. Like, yeah, exactly. The snarky. You're into the snarky. That's good. No, the one that came out with like the all ladies. It has nothing to do because it was all ladies. I don't know. Stop messing with stuff, man. Leave it alone.
Me and the family we actually went and saw that in the theater.
Yeah, I've heard some people tell me. I've heard some people tell me that it was good.
It was. I mean, I'll honestly say it was a funny movie.
Sure.
The fact that they felt necessary to throw away the Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And say, this is Ghostbusters Origin.
Right.
They could have. Why don't you take Ghostbusters and with that one, why didn't you just base it and say, this is in California?
Sure.
And they heard about some guys doing it in New York and we're going to do it here. And then just go forward.
Yeah, you could have the commercial playing on a TV and then go, and then boom. Brand new movie. Right.
You did not. Yeah. You did not have to pretend the other ones didn't happen. And to me, that was what I felt was the biggest slight.
Yeah.
To try to be a remake, but there was a lot of over the top stuff.
Sure.
Because you cast 4 comedians.
Yeah.
The 4, and I mean, who are all trying to be the funny one.
They're very outlandish.
It's them trying to outdo one another a little too much.
People might boo me for this, but I'm not a big fan of like Melissa McCarthy. She's not my favorite actress, comedian anyway. Like I'm not really a big fan of hers. So
I gotta say, I saw the one movie she did. Oh gosh, what was the name of it? With Bill Murray. And
I think what she did with Bill Murray.
Yeah, where he was like I want to say he was a veteran.
Interesting.
Like and just and she was like new to town, had a son, I don't know if it was I can't remember if they were the neighbors. And it was actually not a comedy.
Oh.
And I liked her in it. I thought she did a great job in it.
Oh, St. Vincent? Is that it? St. Vincent? Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Interesting.
She was not playing the wacky character.
Really?
And it actually gave me some respect for her as an actress.
No kidding.
I thought she was good in it.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
She wasn't the same role she always is.
Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, that was that. But as far as the Ghostbusters goes, though, Chris Hemsworth stole the show.
Yeah.
He is the reason enough to watch that movie.
No kidding.
At least watch it once, because you figure that came out at the time before Thor went comedy.
Sure.
So you never really that was his first venture into the comedic role on screen.
Oh yeah.
And oh my gosh, he was so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was just, that's probably his funniest role now.
Right. That's awesome.
But
Can You Ever Forgive Me? Yeah, serious role. Yeah, maybe she's better at serious roles. I can't think of any serious roles I've ever seen her in. So,
but since I'm saying positive stuff about the 2016 Ghostbusters, all my viewership's gonna go away now.
Yeah, right. Like, ugh, dude. Like,
yep. Oh, this guy.
Like, oh my goodness. Like, what? Oh. I am really, really excited for this one. I love the setup. I love the premise. I love they YouTube the old school commercials. Like I'm just like, wow, this is really awesome. And I guess this would be Egon's, not his son, but his grandson or his son.
That's what they're positioning it as, is that this is that it's the grandchildren.
Right. And which is cool. I mean, it's a neat way to do it where you can go into another direction, right? You can reboot a franchise that way, you know?
Yeah. And I especially I actually have real high hopes for this because it's Jason Reitman.
Yeah.
The son of Ivan Reitman, who was responsible for the original.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess he had, and from what I saw behind the scenes stuff and interviews, his father was pretty much on set with him every day.
That's cool.
So even though it's his son's movie, there's no way he didn't give him some sort of input and saying, yes, it was good, or what are you doing?
Right.
And
that's cool.
I would like to think that he would have intervened if he was thinking his baby was going to be done wrong.
Oh yeah. No, that's cool. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Plus, I like the Stranger Things adventure vibe.
Yeah, right. No doubt. And it's all this is based on a preview, but the mixture of new and old. The callback to some cool stuff, but it's clearly gonna take it its own way. It's gonna do. I love movies. I love cinematography. I love how you can show a scene. The part in the preview where they're in like Ecto 1 and the seat comes out and they're blasting stuff. I kind of felt a little bit too, like I'd have to go through and really analyze it, but like the cartoon series, like the different things. I saw some characters in there that I was like, like maybe they're even going to tie a little bit of that in. Like, how cool would it be just to see one of the ghouls that? Because I don't know, but I'm assuming that this mountain is where they stored all their ghosts or whatever. After they got them out of the trap, in New York City, and then somehow they get out, and
and it's like it's the containment thing that's very
right
is the vibe I get from it. But then on top of that too is the mystery of I did a little analyzing and like looking up and seeing what other people noticed in the trailer is if that's okay. So that's Egon's house, his estate, because clearly he passed, and he passed in the story, and that's how they inherit that. It's in that little town, and why would he be out there? There would be a reason.
This is true.
And the thoughts of it is there's a lot of artifacts that are visible in the background of scenes, that connect to the original Ghostbusters.
Oh, cool.
And obviously in the newest trailer you saw the dogs.
Right. Yeah.
The Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians of the Keymaster or whatever. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Zolan and Gozer and stuff.
Right.
But the connection is that is supposedly the town that is built and where the architect who built the New York building.
Oh, interesting.
Was that there's the connection to the architect.
Very interesting.
As to who is bringing that spirit out.
Oh, that's cool.
Gozer.
That's cool. Nice.
It's what is it? Shandor or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, whatever the name is.
Right.
But yeah, so that's the town of that person, and so they're supposedly that's the reason why people think Egon went there was to investigate further.
Oh, sure. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, the little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So yeah, I mean, if there was nothing else in the trailer, I'm going to see it for that. Like, I'm stoked.
But yeah, I think it's in good hands, and I think we're going to see a good movie.
It's going to be awesome. I'm stoked for it. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. So on the lines of reboots, I was going to talk about Suicide Squad. You want to talk about Suicide Squad for a minute?
Yeah.
I don't want to give away any, I okay. So obviously, I'll talk about things that you get from the trailer. You know, I did get the sense watching the movie that it was a sequel, right? The interactions that Harley and like Captain Boomerang had, you know, when they were in the movie, they're talking about like the rookies, the new guys, right? Mm-hmm. I sense that was a nice nod back to the other movie, right? Mm-hmm. So in ways it was a sequel, but in a lot of ways it wasn't. Amanda Waller died in the first one, like she did. Like there was no way around it. And so if this was after how she was still alive, you know, so here's one thing that part of me really likes it and part of me doesn't. I kind of read up a little bit on it too, just kind of seeing what the general public thought about. It's not a sequel, it's not a reboot, it's not a remake. It acknowledges the other, it puts a nod to it, but beyond that, it's like James Gunn just like he didn't care. You know, it's kind of like I don't care what they did or how they did it. Yes, he used the same actors and actresses in the same character roles, and there were some obvious statements and keynotes made to where it does lean back to the other Suicide Squad, but it didn't have to have it either. You know what I mean? So it was like this weird balance of we're here, we're our own thing, but we're not relying on the other movie, and we don't really care what happened to the other movie. You know what I mean? So part of me likes that, because you know, I think, and I'll say it, I think the Marvel universe has kind of wrecked this for a lot of us. Now we have this weird need that everything needs to be connected and everything has to be part of a bigger puzzle and all this stuff. And Marvel poisoned me that way, which I love. It was awesome. But it doesn't have to be either. It absolutely doesn't have to be. Yeah, apparently DC's about to get into the whole multiverse theory too, and you know, and you know,
they've actually been doing it. Already.
Yeah. So
for a while.
It's not
with the multiple Earths.
But I don't even think that they intended to do that with Suicide Squad. I don't even think that. I think they just. I don't think Suicide Squad is the reason for that. No, and I don't think that, you know, multiverse, different Earths. I don't think that's even coming to play. I think Suicide Squad is just Suicide Squad. I liked the movie though. I did enjoy the movie. I like Idris Elba. Big fan. Yeah, John Cena's character, Peacemaker.
I liked
he was funny. He was funny.
Yeah.
Like he did. I cracked up so many times. And I think they did a really good job of pulling him right out of the comics, right? I think they did a really good job of just, I mean, from the outfit to his manners, to even some of the lines he said, like straight from the comics, right? Yeah, but I don't know. It was kind of interesting. But he did crack me up. He really did crack me up. Harley Quinn, yeah, Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn's pretty awesome. I think she does a good job.
I feel she is the casting for Harley Quinn like Robert Downey Jr. was for Iron Man.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel it was like they were just made for that role.
Dude,
they embody it.
Yeah. It's awesome. It is really cool. Mike, I just saw that you got the Ecto 1 Lego set. That's awesome. You should stream putting that together. Yeah, new Star Trek. So for instance, there's a really awesome way to redo a franchise. Okay, you're not going to remake Star Trek and make anyone happy, right? Because you can't take a classic and just remake it. But you have an event that changes everything, and then you get to have fun with it. and I really do hope they get on board with making this next one. So, Army Mike, hey, put it away, Mike, put it away, buddy. Come on. Yeah, she does a good job. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Just enough crazy, you know. Gotta have a little crazy, but just enough crazy. Yeah, she's awesome. But I enjoyed the movie. I'm not itching for another Suicide Squad movie though. At the same time, so you know, it's kind of like
I don't think to me anyway. Suicide Squad's not a movie where you're like, okay, I need a sequel.
Yeah, right.
It's more of a
right.
And to be honest, to the same level, it's like I kind of felt the same about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, sure. They could just be standalone kind of things. The first film was great.
You know? I didn't need the second one.
No, I'm with you.
That when it has an ensemble cast like that, it worked well to launch and give those characters their spotlight. Yeah. That then they can appear in other movies and be okay.
You can get the backstory that way.
Yeah, I don't think you need to regroup the same exact people,
right,
and put them on a different another adventure. I don't know.
Right. Let's see. I did though. No, I enjoyed the movie. I'll probably watch it again here one of these days. I
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie.
I honestly, watching it, it's like, and it's one of the few times watching it where I'm like, I'm not sure, you know, who's gonna live and who's not.
This is true.
Like,
this is very
true. They
true.
did a good job of really making you not predict.
You're like, holy cow, dude. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, it's nuts for sure.
Only thing I predicted was spoiler, cover your ears for 10 seconds, people. For 10 seconds. Okay? Here's my one spoiler. I knew John Cena was not done.
Yeah.
What happened to him was not permanent.
Right.
Because of the show coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Thing I predicted.
I don't know how I'm gonna do with a whole series. I liked Peacemaker. I don't know if I can do a whole series.
Especially after the way his story played out.
Exactly.
I don't know how I feel about a series.
Right.
Either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You can't give people an impression of someone, whether you like them or hate them, and then try to change that, whether you like them or hate them, you know? Right. Character arcs like that, it's very difficult, especially when you're changing mediums and trying to, because there's going to, when you step up and you start to do something like Peacemaker, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the same way. You have to make the show, you know, 80% for people that are into the movies, into the universe, but there's still that 20% that just want to watch a TV show, you know, and I don't know how Peacemaker's going to do that.
Yeah, it is only supposed to be 8 episodes,
right? And that too, so, I could see that like that'll help. But honestly, if they go at it kind of gritty, like The Boys, maybe, you know, that'll be kind of like a different anti-superhero type feel to it, you know.
Which, to be honest, considering it even in trailers, he even says it's like he just wants justice. He doesn't care how many people have to die.
Exactly. He's like, I'm willing. I want liberty and peace, and I don't care how many men, women, and children I have to kill to get it.
Yeah,
and that's a direct quote from the comics too. That's straight out of the comics.
And I mean, if anything, that is the synopsis for that character.
Oh my god,
how he is unstable, but at the same time,
right?
You know exactly what you're going to get with him,
right?
Because he's going to do what needs to be done.
The scene where they're arguing about eating things on the beach. I was dying. I was freaking dying. I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. And Idris Elba is such a dynamic actor. Like, he can be like a serious, hardened, like hero, criminal, whatever, and then he can make you laugh too.
My favorite part that was the big gotcha moment. Speaking of Idris Elba and John Cena, when they're showing off to each other,
Yeah.
and then what the end result of what the
right. And he said it.
Oh
I
my
was like, that's so good. I love when it brings it around like that. It's so good.
And then you're like, whoa,
So
wait
good.
a second.
So good, dude. So good.
But
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely watch it. I'll check it out.
you watched all the way after credits too, I'm sure, right?
I did not. But I'm gonna bring it up and go watch it. I did not, but I knew there was something. Our kids were in another theater.
Then I'm sorry, because that spoiler was for you then too.
Oh no, that's cool. I knew of it because I came home and looked it up.
Okay.
But I'm gonna watch it. I just haven't watched it yet. But no, no. I knew I knew there was something there with that. So yeah, okay, let's just stick with DC Universe. So,
well, while we're still on Suicide Squad,
yeah.
I guess before segueing over to the rest of DC, is I am very glad that they went with that nice hard R rating.
Oh yeah, oh for sure. Oh, absolutely.
DC really excels when they have that R rating.
They do a much better job for sure.
Suicide Squad,
yeah.
I mean, like it or hate, for the actors in it and stuff.
Sure,
but
sure.
The story and the events and the action and the brutality of it all, really comes across.
Yeah.
And the same thing can be said even for Birds of Prey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was R-rated too. It's like, and I couldn't see those movies having that same vibe,
right?
If you have to make it for more wider audience.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think I do think that man, the DC movies, I don't know, they have some characters that kill it and some characters that don't. And I hope they all kind of come together, you know what I mean? What you got, Ms. 24? I hope they come together because I would like to see DC movies come through. But I don't know.
They would. I mean, I really think they would do well to stay the adult superhero movies.
Exactly, 100%.
Because Marvel has clearly already staked their flag in the ground that is the family friendly.
Right.
Yeah. Universe.
Right. Comic code, following the comic code well for the most part. Oh yeah, did you see Space Jam?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about Space Jam.
No, we didn't. What did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Because it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. I didn't go in with like super high expectations, and it was pleasantly. I was pleased.
Nice. While I was at work today, they went and saw it. The wife and kids did, and
oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what they said too. They said they enjoyed it. They told me the only part they told me, because I hadn't seen it, but the only part they told me was the Michael Jordan part when they go to find Michael Jordan.
that was great.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty hilarious. That's pretty awesome. So
yeah, that was pretty funny.
Pretty good.
But I mean, they did a good job with it, and the way they incorporated the Warner Brother verse, or whatever you want to call it, was kind of cool. The fact that they go to get these characters from other worlds,
right,
for their team was actually really cool.
That's neat.
Like the nods to that stuff was very well done.
Nice,
and it fit.
That's
and
cool.
They gave you more of a story.
Oh yeah,
like more of a reason why they're doing what they're doing.
Sure.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Sure.
But it was good. It was good.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's not to the past, because they even acknowledge that they've done the stuff before.
Oh, that's cool.
So
yeah, I'll probably watch it this week. We'll probably fire it up. I'll make the kids sit through it again just so I can see it.
I've watched it twice so far, because me and my wife watched it, and then we watched it with our little nephew.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I have to check it out. Okay, so small segue, but the DC universe, the cores of your DC universe are Batman and Superman, right? So this is opinion, by the way. You know, I'm not. You know, we haven't had a good Batman in a while. I like Henry Cavill. Cavill, right? Cavill. Yeah, Cavill. Am I saying it right?
You know, I don't know that I've ever really heard it pronounced.
Cavill.
Okay, just read it.
So yeah, The Witcher. Right. So he does a good Superman. Some people say he's sort of plain Jane, kind of meh, sort of boring. But Superman
kind of is, though.
Exactly. Superman was that. Superman was. Yeah.
He's an alien in the world.
Yeah. He was not outspoken. He was not, you know. So I like him as Superman. They screwed up all the content they put in Batman vs Superman, and the death of Superman, and it's just
right.
There's so
much. Batman vs Superman did not have to be also the death of Superman.
You could have made 3 movies out of what they were doing there, and
waste of Doomsday.
And so much like one of DC's greatest comic book achievements ever, and it was a footnote in oh my god, your mom's name is Martha too, right? And I'm like, dude, like, come on, man, like seriously, it's just
well, I mean, you figure too, it's like, look, I mean, the waste of Doomsday, that'd be like if Thanos just appeared in a Thor movie and Thor killed him.
Right, Thor was like, joink, well, he's done.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's rather than it being huge events leading up to it.
Death of Superman was such a huge. I remember every week I'd be hitting our little news store. It was when I was in Germany, and I'd get the comic books and I'd buy every single one just to have them all in the numbered order across all the Supermans. And oh my god, it was so good. And
that's among the few comic books I have.
Yeah.
I have the Rebirth.
Yeah.
The how it broke into the multiple comics of like
right.
what.
Right.
The black suit version, the cyborg version,
there was like the other alien. There was Henry, the steel worker guy that came out. There was good one. The boy, the little kid, Superboy, it was so good. It was so good, and they just DC guys, you're killing me, man. You're absolutely killing me. And so, but I think they have a good Superman. The Batman, okay, I'm excited about the previews of the Batman. A lot of people are not hyped about Robert Pattinson playing Batman because they're thinking of Robert Pattinson from Twilight. And I understand that. I was not a fan of the Twilight movies, was not a fan of Robert Pattinson in the Twilight movies. But if you think about Robert Pattinson in Harry Potter, what was it, Goblet of Fire, right? He was in?
Yeah.
I liked that Robert Pattinson. More of a kind of a kickback, not so much pressure, more of a side thing. I think Robert Pattinson has potential, right? I don't know if he is the Batman, but
I think under the right director, I think he could do it.
Right.
And I mean, we haven't seen enough of him in that trailer,
right?
You know, to really get an idea,
right?
But the fact that they are going, what I hope is the brutal route.
Yes, like Michael Keaton Batman, right? Like that gritty kind of, but maybe even stepping it up a notch. You know, that it felt like, dude, seeing Penguin and Riddler and just you know, and I'm not saying that I enjoyed the Val Kilmer, Clooney, the comic booky Batmans. I enjoyed them for what they were.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the time frame they were made, I think they did awesome. The Michael Keaton Batmans, I liked those too once I got older, but obviously they came out when I was a little younger, so you know. But man, I
Are you throwing
want.
shade at my Batfleck?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Batfleck. Yeah.
I actually I actually really liked him as Batman.
Did you really? Oh my God, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen, that's a wrap. We're gonna
Yep.
wrap it up here. Thanks so much for hanging out.
I liked
Oh
he
no.
he played an older Batman, older Bruce Wayne vibe.
Okay, so I could almost see that. I guess I don't know.
I think I'm also and actually I think too though I think I'm also clouded by the fact I liked it could have been any actor I guess really I liked the portrayal of the way they did Batman when you were first introduced to him you know
Right.
in Batman vs Superman is
Right.
he's that brutal
Yeah.
wrecking the place
Yeah. Yeah.
and roughing up bad guys like they needed to.
Right.
And
Right.
I think that's probably more where I have stars in my eyes
Sure.
for is because
Sure.
I'm like that's the kind of Batman I want to see.
Yeah. And
So I guess I automatically associate it with Ben Affleck's Batman because he was the actor in the movie.
this is I don't know. Maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. I like Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne more than I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I think Ben Affleck plays a great, rich, pretentious. You know, his interactions he had with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that. I liked those interactions. The interactions he had early on in Batman vs Superman, like when you saw Superman fighting, you know, in the previous movies, and him like going into the buildings and trying to save his people and stuff. Like, I kind of liked that. Like I'm not a huge Ben Affleck fan. I do.
I can't say I am either.
Yeah, I wonder too. You know, it's like I try to look at movies and take in what they were. So like James Bond movies, you know, Pierce Brosnan was so hyped up to be James Bond, and then his James Bond movies kind of flopped. Well, is it because it was Pierce Brosnan, or is it because it was the 90s and CGI was trash and just it was just that weird over the top kind of, you know, so was it same thing with him, you know? They did smash so much into Batman vs Superman. Did Ben Affleck never really have a chance? I don't know. He wasn't the worst Batman, I'll say that, but he was not my favorite.
And that's where I mean I do want to backpedal, and it's the more of the portrayal of how brutal that Batman is.
Yeah.
That the fact that he's clearly at that point because he's an older Bruce Wayne and stuff, so it's like he's clearly been doing it for a while,
Right.
so
right.
he's just rough,
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
just to get it done.
Yeah. No, and I kind of like seeing that too. That I would love to see a older, you know, Bruce Wayne Nightwing, you know, or like a, you know, even with, I don't know, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, something they never cashed in on yet was like Death of Robin too. You know, with like they kind of made that canon with it being in. It was Batman vs Superman, right, where they had Robin's outfit, right? So it was there. Yep. So it was like, man, there's all kinds of ways, because dude, there's a lot of theories on that. Like even like Robin's now Joker, you know, like there's a lot of cool ways you could go with that, and they just kind of disappeared. It was like just nothing happened with it. I'm like, come on, guys, like.
Well, there's something to that.
Yeah.
But Mr. 24. So favorite Batman villain? I'm basic. It's the Joker.
Nice.
I'm basic.
Nice.
I'm for the Joker. Now conceptually, if we're going like, because and I'm talking more like movies and stuff, but the concept of Scarecrow is terrifying.
Yeah. Scarecrow is pretty crazy.
With the fear toxin.
I like Riddler too. I think I like Riddler. And we go back to like the comic booky one, dude. I think Mr. Freeze was awesome. Arnold as Mr. Freeze, I think it was good.
Yeah, he was a very sympathetic villain.
Yeah, right. He played it well.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I like Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face too, man. For the comic booky, man, God, I liked him. I enjoyed him a lot. And Danny DeVito was born to be Penguin. I mean, you know, no offense to Colin Farrell or anything, but I'm just saying. So yeah, now that's actually a point I was going to make up. Nice call, Miss 24. So watching the Batman trailer, I did get a little feel of the Gotham TV series in that. A little bit of that kind of edgy, which kind of goes back to the Michael Keaton Batmans for me. So I've got hope. I do have hope. I did kind of get a little sense of that. Yeah, I liked the guy that played Oswald. He was the guy from oh gosh, was it Old School he was in? Was he Todd in Old School? No, that was a different guy. That was different. But yeah, I do have hope. I have hope.
Yeah. So you're talking about, you mentioned about the whole Robin dying and such. So that was because that was Jason Todd.
Right.
That was that Robin.
Right.
You don't watch the Titan series, do you?
I don't.
Season 3, that's the big tease.
Oh, really?
It's because Jason Todd is introduced into Titans, the show.
Right.
He's been there in the past season. This season is the at least the opening teasers and stuff for it have been centered around him and his basically, and then Joker and a crowbar.
Oh, nice.
Which is how Jason Todd died, because Joker just beat him to death with a crowbar.
So did Jason Todd come out after Dick Grayson?
Jason Todd was out. Yeah, Dick Grayson was the first.
Right. And so Jason Todd was the next one.
Yeah. Because then it goes Jason Todd, and then I think was it Tim Drake is the third.
Right. Yeah, no,
and then Wayne, Bruce Wayne's son.
Right.
After that.
I've thought about getting into Titans. I love Teen Titans. That's my problem. Teen Titans Go is just freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like Teen Titans Go cracks me up.
Teen Titans Go. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Teen Titans Go. Oh, yeah.
So many people hate on Teen Titans Go.
Dude, I think
it's hilarious.
I love Teen Titans Go. Like, I could watch that show all day and just crack up at it. It's freaking hilarious.
Because it's fully self-aware. Right. And I love it.
Right. And then, but after that, though, it's so hard to go watch, like, Teen Titans. Like, I'll be watching it and I'm just like, yeah, this is not right. Like,
it is. I know, and so many people who are fans of the original Teen Titans, think we're spouting blasphemy right now.
You're right. I know. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it though. It was so good.
Yeah. I love the movie too. Go to the movies was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Apparently, I need to see. I guess they have Teen Titans Watch Space Jam also.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a movie.
That's pretty cool.
The original Space Jam. I need to find it and see it.
That's awesome. I gotta find that. Poison Ivy was a good one there. All right, Mike, that is good. Yeah. So tell me about Titans. What is Titans on?
Titans is on HBO Max.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Yes, it was originally on DC Universe.
Okay.
When they had their own app and service and stuff. But yeah, Titans is on HBO Max.
Okay.
And it is R-rated.
Nice.
It is brutal, has language.
Cool.
Everything.
Okay.
And it is interesting because they introduce a handful of other side characters that are in the Titans world too.
Nice.
Which is really interesting.
Nice. That's
like
cool.
You get to see, I'm drawing blank for names. Okay, hang on, let me look real fast. Just because I want to make sure I'm saying the right.
Oh,
you know, I don't want my credibility.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
My credibility taken here, so I want to make sure I get this accurate.
No. You have to. We owe it to our fans to get it right, to do it.
Yeah. So you get Hawk and Dove. I don't know if you know them.
I think so.
Okay, they're a married couple who are
Right.
vigilantes.
Okay, I was thinking they were married.
Yeah, you do get Slade, Deathstroke.
Right.
You get a lot of flashbacks into like upbringing of Robin and whatnot,
Oh, very
and
cool.
like, where his falling out happens.
Nice.
And because for what spawned him, like he actually they went real gritty with it.
Yeah.
They went real gritty with it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, maybe we'll put that on the list and check it out. Yeah, like Mrs. said, we did just finish season 1 of Daredevil, so I don't know how many superhero shows I can get her into at one time, but we'll see.
Yeah, Titans has a touch of the CW vibe.
Oh, right, gotcha.
You know, because like that's where Arrow is and all that stuff.
Sure.
You know, so it has a little bit of touch of that vibe, but it is TV mature though.
Right.
So it's not, you know, not broadcast television quality.
Right. Yeah. That's the Mrs. one complaint about Daredevil. It feels like the episodes kind of drag on a little bit. And she's kind of like, they're monologuing again.
They absolutely that's probably the only part with those shows is they're a little bit long.
Yeah.
Instead of the 10 episodes, they probably should have been 8.
Sure.
Maybe 7.
Right.
And actually just pack in all the
I love the fight scenes. I think the fight scenes in Daredevil are great.
The fight scenes are
but the Mrs. like, oh, are they still fighting? I'm like, oh god, here we go. This is awful. so Titans.
So Titans is worth checking out.
Yeah.
It is basically the origins of where like the whole first season is its individual story. Like you're seeing those characters and how they're finding their way to find to each other.
Right. Oh, very cool. Okay.
Which is something that they've never really actually told before.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
So it's worth seeing. It's obviously it's its own thing.
Sure.
It's not the specific renditions that you would be used to for those characters.
Right.
Which live action, that's the first time Titans have ever been in a live action environment, so it's not going to be.
Interesting. Yeah. That'd be good. New season starts this Thursday. Yep. Doom Patrol, I know absolutely nothing about Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol is it's the sister brother, like the side show to Titans.
Okay.
It's another group. It's the family where Beast Boy originated from.
Nice.
You watch Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol's been featured on there numerous times.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, when they've gone and it's was it like a Negative Girl and the other robot and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But it is basically another group of, you know, kind of like the Misfits who all gathered together and then became
nice.
But it is a show that I've only watched a little bit of the first season, and now that it's on HBO Max and stuff, I need to catch all the way up. But they did a small crossover of it in Titans to get it launched. But Brendan Fraser's in it.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Haven't seen him in anything in forever, and then he's in Doom Patrol.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome. Huh.
Yeah. But and that new one is going to be starting this fall.
Right. That's awesome.
So, and it's another one that, if I recall, is actually it's mature as well.
Right. That's cool.
So, but yeah, you got Brendan Fraser, you got Timothy Dalton, isn't it?
Oh, very cool. I like Timothy Dalton. That's awesome.
A little bit of James Bond in there.
Yeah. Right. The missus loved him in Penny Dreadful. That's
oh
cool.
My gosh, I like Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, Penny Dreadful was awesome. Yeah, it was good. I got into it later, but that was good.
I didn't watch it while it was on.
Yeah,
I watched it after the fact, and I think that might be up for the running in the end of our paper there that we're looking at.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, that might be my answer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Man, good call. That is a good one. Yeah. That's probably
now that you bring it up.
That's probably almost definitely the misses. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
just
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I watch more movies than TV, and like live TV. I don't watch a ton of live TV just because. I don't know. I've been jaded before, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that here in a few minutes. Other DC properties coming out. Black Adam. I'm stoked for Black Adam. I just like Dwayne Johnson, man. Like, dude's just awesome. The Flash, I think, is gonna be good. What's his name? Michael? I forget the actor's name. I like the guy that plays the Flash. He does cool. You remember?
Oh yeah.
Little sidebar. The old Flash TV show back in the day. You remember that? With the one guy in it. God, that was great. I liked it as a kid. I thought it was awesome.
How about, I didn't actually see it, but how about on that Arrow show and stuff when they do like they have a Flash on there and everything. How about they actually did where the Flash from the 90s TV show, the actor as the Flash,
really
was in the CW show as the Flash.
Awesome. Wow, that's cool.
So
Wow.
they actually linked it too, and I actually want to. I don't watch Arrow and stuff. It's like, but I want to.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was even the Flash, because the Flash has a series too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
so maybe it was on the Flash series or the big huge crossover.
Oh,
thing.
that's cool.
And, like, I want to see it because I used to watch the old 90s Flash.
That's cool. That is pretty awesome. That. Mike, I think we watched a episode of Pennyworth and didn't go back to it. Not that we didn't like it, but we just didn't we didn't go back to it. But yeah, I think that was one we were talking about getting into. We might not have watched the episode, but yeah, Pennyworth, I would have gotten into it. We might have watched a couple of them. I don't know. The missus will remind me. Yeah, speaking of Mermaid Man, 100%. It was on the list. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So, without getting into too much, is Amanda Heard going to be in the next Aquaman, or is it was that recast?
I think she's actually going to be in it.
Is
I don't think she deserves to be in it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially
Yeah,
especially when what's happening
Amber,
with Johnny Depp and how
Amber.
he's not going to be.
Yeah,
how he's not going to be.
He just got exonerated for everything, right?
Well, a lot of the claims were against her.
Yeah, and she, I think the ones, the counters that she was doing against him, he was not found accountable. I don't want to say guilty because that's, but she was, I think, like 100%.
Yeah, they were like unfounded claims. Yeah, against him. But her, it was
right.
And instead, he's the one who.
Not gonna be in Pirates.
Be in Fantastic Beasts
not gonna be in Fantastic Beasts. Not gonna be in Pirates. Not gonna. It's like, oh my god, you guys are killing me, man. Unreal. Yeah. That's a conversation for another episode. But yeah, and then also not a natural redhead. The nerve.
Small side note: I met Johnny Depp when I was a kid.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Like
Edward Scissorhands days.
More like maybe pre-Edward Scissorhands.
Wow.
Like right around, I'd say pre-Edward Scissorhands.
Wow, that's awesome.
My best friend growing up, who's a neighbor, her older sister actually married Johnny Depp's cousin, and he was at the wedding.
That's so awesome.
Yep.
That's freaking cool, man.
It was cool then, but then it's like, to really look back, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah, like, wow, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome, man. Dude, that's cool.
So, sorry. Yep.
No, that's awesome. Dude, that's freaking sweet. I don't think I've ever, Benny and June. Yeah, right? Gosh, Benny and June. I haven't watched, gosh, that's crazy. That's nuts. Mm-hmm. And Shazam, the sequel to Shazam. So, what did you think about the first Shazam?
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
I thought it was everything. Well, I would say everything I hoped for, but I actually didn't hope for anything because I actually didn't really know much about Shazam going into it.
Right.
Except for the fact that I knew he was a kid who was imbued with these powers and then he turns into a full-grown adult.
I want to say the most I knew about Shazam was from an animated show, and I think it was the Superman animated show. Hey, Mr. Moss. I think it was the Superman animated show had Shazam in it sometimes, and they went kind of back and forth. Maybe it wasn't that. I think but that's literally all I knew about Shazam. But I liked it. I thought it was cool. it'll be fun seeing what they do now. With outside of the origin. So, yeah, Shaq was the real Shazam. 100%.
Yes.
100% for sure. If you ever find a magical boombox, man, I'm telling you, it'll change your life. But yeah, let's see what else do we got. The new Venom trailer. Oh, switching over to Marvel now. The Venom trailer. Did you see the new Venom trailer?
Yes.
I thought it was cool. I thought it expanded more on the I'm gonna like it. I think I'm really gonna enjoy it.
I enjoyed the first.
Yeah,
movie.
Me too. Oh yeah.
And that's another one. I didn't really go in expecting much at all.
Yeah, right. Yes,
of the first one, and it was enjoyable.
I am a loser too, Eddie. Like, it's so good. Oh man, and Woody Harrelson's Carnage might be cool, man. It'll be awesome seeing some Carnage.
Just the trailer got me at the end of it to where he's in Venom. He's like, that's a red one.
That's a red one. He's like, what are you doing? Oh no, that's a red one. Yeah, right. Like, oh yeah, that was good.
And he's like, you can do whoever you want. Whoever.
I will say,
right. And he jumps back in.
The only thing I kind of would like to see, and I kind of wish I could see. Yeah, right. I wish we'd see it with Carnage. I need some Spider-Man in there too. Like
it's so weird with.
Yeah, it's like
But I still think Loki is the seed.
Yeah, that's true.
That is going to branch into all
that's
this.
True. That's
connecting.
true.
But the fact that this is a Venom that occurred without Spider-Man.
Right.
Not that this is the Venom we know.
Sure.
It's the different Venom.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the Venom I know came down with what's his name's son, the astronaut. And then so it'll be interesting. Jameson, Captain, I forget his full name, but Jameson.
What the heck was
Jameson's kid, Ben Rex. I don't know. I forget. But
it was
Jameson's kid was an astronaut, and that's how it. But
basically Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, right.
Actually, the origin in Spider-Man 3 was actually
pretty close,
pretty accurate.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Those comics I had, they had like the holographic. They had the holographic covers and stuff on them. God, I wish I could find all those. God only knows where those are. Like, they might actually be something. I might get them graded and sell them for millions. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Shaq was Kazam. Shaq was Kazam, not Shazam. Kazam. I thought Shaq was Shazam. Okay. Wasn't there a Shazam? What was the Shaq? Oh, Shaq Fu. Yeah, Shaq Fu. That was great. Since we're going down that path. But anyways, yeah. Windy City. Kazam. I think you're right. It was Kazam. I think it was Kazam. Now that I'm hearing it. But yeah. 10 points to 8-Bit Beard, because that was awesome. All I remember is the boombox. Oh my goodness. Let's see. So Marvel's What If starts this week, and I am stoked for this. Like, this is a show I've been looking forward to since they announced the whole Disney Plus lineup like a year ago. I've really been looking forward to this because I have always been that type. What if, crossing over this and that and in this world, and if they exist in this world. So I think it's gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna be neat.
Yeah. And originally going into it too, it was quite literally just what if.
Right.
I mean, to put different emphasis on that phrase of what if.
Right.
Now post Loki.
Gosh, yeah. You
and from what they say is this what if, from what I've read and seen in interviews and stuff, this stuff's canon.
Right. Like it's all possibilities.
It's not our
Right. Not
our universe.
not in our universe, right? Like,
So
it's crazy.
that means that any of it couldn't actually come back around into the main universe.
Sure.
If they so choose.
Right. I could see some Captain Britain. I'm okay with it. That's cool, man. Get Peggy Carter the shield. I'm ready, you know.
Yeah.
Get her some super serum. Some super soldier serum. No, I'm stoked for it. I think it's gonna be cool. It'll be fun seeing those every week. Bad Batch is about to end. Last Friday was part 1 of 2 of the season finale. Dude, I'm liking it. I'm loving it so much. Dude, I'm loving it so much. But yeah, I think What If's gonna be right up there with it for sure. All right, so on our Discords, every week we tell, well, every other week, I guess, we tell you guys we're always looking for suggestions of topics and kind of anything you want to talk about, anything you want to throw out there, just you know, gee whiz facts, whatever if you dig up something, if you find something, it's always kind of it's always awesome to hear back from you guys because those are the topics we can really get you guys into and really feel. So RGA Shane gave us a pretty good one last week. He posed a question to us that I'm really curious to see the answers of the people in chat, especially because of the way the question's worded. So it's a typical question. So if you could get one more season of a TV show that's no longer airing, what would you pick? What TV show would you like to get one more season of out there? Because a lot of shows are out there. A lot of shows have you know, left a mark on us, and we just want a little bit more. So if you could pick one TV show to get another season, Just a Game Nerd, that's a good one. I loved Wings back in the day.
Wings was a good show. Rock
solid. Nice pick. I like it. That was a good one. That absolutely was a good one. That was a good one. What else we got? I think I know the misses. I think we've already talked about.
Yeah.
I think Lowell was awesome.
Great.
Oh, he was so good. But you have 2. Mike, you can only pick one. All right, well, give us your 2. And then we'll tell you which one's better. Oh,
you were reading about
Shaq. You got lost in the world of Shaq. If you could get one more season, I already know what your answer is going to be. If you could get one more season of a show that's no longer on the air, what series would you pick to get one more season? I already know what it's going to be. I mean, come on. Alf? Oh, Alf?
That's a deep cut. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can see that.
Yeah, I knew the missus was going to go with Penny Dreadful. I knew it. Yeah. I know it. That's a good pick, too. That's a good pick. Alf or Big Bang Theory? So I have something absolutely fabulous. AbFab, that's a good one, too. Man, we're getting some different answers. That's awesome. I have never watched Big Bang Theory. Is that bad? Am I getting canceled now?
It was a fun show.
Yeah, I never watched it. I never watched Big Bang Theory. Like, what was the other one? Like How I Met Your Mother. Never watched any of those. It came out about that time. Oh gosh. So, TV shows. So it's funny because I read this question and I thought about, but MASH is awesome too. Just a Game Nerd, dude. That's great.
Oh yeah,
that's great. Yeah, see, I don't know. I never got into it. I'll follow you. Come on, Mike. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's funny is on my list was gonna be Scrubs, but it's got to be the Scrubs with the OG cast, like before JD left.
The new class.
Yeah. Right.
One,
Not what they tried to do. But yep, that's exactly what I was 100% gonna say. See, my wife knows me, people. My wife knows me. I think I would do The Office, but same thing. I want the OG Office, you know, with Michael and Jim and Dwight. I want another season of The Office. I think I could have. I think that probably would be my pick. I absolutely love The Office. Yeah, Spartacus was a good show. Spartacus got a little weird with the kind of the forced nudity, and there was a lot of sexual innuendo, and not even innuendo, just a lot of sexual. But it was a good show though. Once you kind of got through some of that, like I don't mind it. I don't mind a little, but it was a lot in Spartacus. But Spartacus was good. Yeah, Andy Whitfield. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, he had cancer, I think. It's crazy. It's unreal. That's awesome that you're saying Daredevil. That's great because we're watching it now, which is cool.
House was great.
House
I liked House
was a good one. House was a good one. Okay, all right, Pixel, you got to pick. What's yours?
Well, that's the one I alluded to earlier. Was I'm actually with the Mrs. 24.
Yeah,
with Penny Dreadful.
Another season of Penny Dreadful.
Because I need an end.
Yeah, I'm with you. I watched.
Cause I'm more looking for not necessarily a show I just enjoy and I want more of, but a show that was unfinished.
Yeah.
That just needed some way to come to a close.
Had to have that closure. Yeah, I watched probably the last couple seasons with the missus. I didn't watch all of them, although she counted me up on them. I'll be honest with you. Game of Thrones was one I could have had another season, but I almost could have had another season in place of the last season, right? Like if we could like pull that one out and put another season in, I feel like it was kind of rushed at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's like because they didn't even. Yeah, another season probably would have solved the problem because they wouldn't have rushed it.
Right, exactly. They could have.
Tell the same story. Yep. Just flesh it out.
Just exactly. Give me a little bit more time. Not, oh my God, we're all gonna die. Giant war, and then So.
Yep. Army Mike, Firefly.
So Army Mike. So that's funny because that's what I was gonna say. A lot of people say Firefly, right? Because a lot of people, obviously, that show could have given us more and should have given us more. However, because of the way the question was worded, right? Just one more season. Do you think just one more season of Firefly would have been enough? I don't think it would. I think that show could have gone like 3 or 4 seasons easy. And I don't know that one more season. Yeah, I don't think one more season would be enough, and that's why I didn't say Firefly, just because of the way it was worded. But yeah, to get more seasons, I would absolutely love to have had Firefly. And Serenity, Serenity was not a bad movie. I didn't like all the disconnects between Serenity and Firefly. It was just, I don't know, it was kind of weird.
It felt like there was so much that happened between them. That like you're like, were there other seasons I missed or something?
Right. It's like, was there a book or something? I don't know what's happening. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I know there's other shows that my brain's just being bombarded with so many different ideas.
I'll tell you another one. Heroes, but Heroes before the writer's strike. Oh my God! If we could have kept going, I was obsessed with Heroes. I absolutely loved that show right up until the writer's strike, and things went I went a little crazy.
It went off the rails.
That would have been a really cool one to just like, and then do another season. Yeah, right. But yeah, I really liked Heroes. Did you watch it when it rebooted?
I did.
I didn't. We watched a couple episodes, but I couldn't get into it.
It was it was what it was.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Sequest.
Yeah, Sequest was cool, man. Jonathan Brandis, like I tell you, I like Sequest. I like Sequest a lot.
Oh, I have one.
I
have one. The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Dude, thank you. That's a great one because I think one more season of Sarah Connor Chronicles and you could have actually brought that story to an end, Considering
how they left it, you're like,
oh my God, all the
you could have not done a bigger cliffhanger.
Yeah. Oh, I could not believe it. I really enjoyed Sarah Connor Chronicles. I really did.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it just dipped out the way it did.
Yeah. I say Penny Dreadful, but Sarah Connor Chronicles,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's a good
too.
one. I think yeah, a lot of people like the artistic way that like Sopranos ended. I could have had another Sopranos season. It had run its course. And speaking of movies coming out, dude, the Sopranos movie that's coming out, I'm looking forward to that. I think the Many Saints of Newark, I think that's going to be good. I was a big fan of Sopranos. I would have said Dexter, but we're getting another Dexter, so I guess we're gonna get that one. I watched Jag back in the day. I watched a little bit of Jag. It was pretty good. It was not bad. Probably not realistic, but Army Mike's just doing it because what's her name's in it. Yeah, Sopranos. Army Mike knows I'm telling the truth. He knows what's up. Sopranos. I think Sopranos. One more season of Sopranos really could have brought home. But yeah, I can't wait to see his son playing a younger him. Like that's gonna be great. That's gonna be really cool. I didn't even know when we first saw the preview. I think I told you the last time we were talking about this. I was like, man, the casting for young Gandolfini is amazing. Like this guy is like nailing it. He's got his mannerisms. He looks like him. I'm like, wow. And my wife's like, yeah, that's his son. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. I didn't.
No.
So, all right. Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad ended the way it had to, but it's totally not the way I wanted it to end. It was one of those shows where I was totally rooting for all the bad guys to win, but that's not Breaking Bad was never going to end that way, and so yeah, I'm with you. I understood the way it ended. I didn't like the way it ended, but I was okay with the way it ended. Like it worked.
No, I gotta say though, it allowed, to in my opinion, another great series to follow it though.
Yeah,
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. I watched the first season, but I haven't watched past it. I need to get back into that one.
Oh yeah, it gets good and really ties into Breaking Bad.
I went out to Albuquerque and got it. We literally drove through the neighborhood to their house in Breaking Bad. I got a picture in front of their house. Like I'm sure they get it all the time, but yeah, it was freaking awesome. It was a good time. I think Dexter's ending was trash too. I'm with you, 8-Bit Beard. I hated the way Dexter ended. And what's funny is, yeah, dude, there were season endings in Dexter. I think like the third season. That was just like jaw dropping. Some of the most crazy season endings I've ever seen in my life, and I'm just like mind blown with this show. I'm like, oh my god! And then the way they wrapped up the season, it was just awful. No, but there were a lot of people doing it. There was absolutely signs in the yard that was like, nah, don't do that, don't do that.
Don't throw the pizza.
No pizza on the roof. Oh yeah, dude, I loved it. It was cool. Yeah, no, I did. I liked going back there. No, I was on a work trip out to Albuquerque, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely doing this before we go to the airport. And I literally hopped out of the car and my boss took a picture. It was awesome. I'll have to post that on Twitter. I'll have to post it one of these days.
Yeah.
A little Breaking Bad.
Oh
yeah, wrong turn at Albuquerque. Trust me.
Yep.
Trust me. There was absolutely a wrong turn at Albuquerque, especially if you could see where I was working, because it was like in the middle of the desert. It was horrible. It was awful. I 100% made a wrong turn. It's pretty good. But yeah, no, those are good. Those are solid answers, and not what I thought. I'm glad that it wasn't all. Yeah, John Lithgow's character in Dexter was crazy. Like, whew. The dude's nuts. Definitely not Third Rock from the Sun. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But yeah, those were awesome answers, you guys. Like those were some really good ones. Wings was solid. I was really expecting a lot of nerd shows coming from you nerds, but you did good. You did great. You did great. I love it. Yeah, Albuquerque. Yeah, that could be. It'd be like Albuquerque. I don't know. Keen Eddie. It's awesome. That was good. Yeah, you had
Yeah.
Alf was solid too, Army Mike. Alf was pretty
lots
solid.
of good ideas in there.
Yeah, it was good. Uh-oh, one more question for Pixel. I'm excited.
What do we got?
When you were interviewing Insane Clown Posse. No, I'm just kidding.
I did not read the Hunger Game books.
Interesting.
I saw the movies. We have the Hunger Game books over on my bookshelf over here. But to be honest, the movies made me not really even care to read the books, even though I know the books are supposedly so much better.
Wow.
I did not enjoy the movies.
You were not a fan of the Hunger Game movies. Interesting.
No.
I don't know. I can't. I liked the way. I think I liked the way they started better than the way they ended.
Books are definitely better. That's what I've heard. I just haven't. I haven't sat down to read them.
Aren't the books always better?
Sat down to read them.
Aren't they always better? Books ruin movies, people. Listen to me. Books ruin movies.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I'll be honest with you. That's where I was at tonight. That's about all I got.
Yeah.
You got anything else? Oh, Twilight. Oof. Wait, what show?
Oh.
What show did you pick? 8-bit. Show did you pick? Now I gotta scroll through the chat. Keen Eddie?
Oh,
yeah,
it's a show?
I have no clue what show that is.
I actually didn't. I don't know that.
I thought Keen Eddie was a character. I was like, Keen Eddie? Who's Keen Eddie?
Yeah, I did not know that was a show.
What's let me look here. Now I gotta see what it's about.
The IMDb.
Keen Eddie TV series. Wisecracking New York City cop detective who has no respect for authority finds himself a fish out of water when he ends up being assigned to a police precinct in the UK. Wow. No kidding. One season on Fox. So, okay, there's a good one. Hey, Beard, are you okay with just having one more season for Keen Eddie, even though it was canceled after a season? Is it okay with just one more season? That's the question. Because if not, maybe it's better to just leave it alone. It feels like the
kind of the Firefly effect.
Right. Exactly. That's the way it goes. Because there's some shows like I'd love more, but not just one more season. Parks and Rec, yeah, that's another one I never got into. And I like The Office, and I heard a lot of people didn't, it didn't even have an ending. That sucks when they do that. That's why I won't get invested into a TV show until it's like 2 or 3 seasons in. Because I gotta know they're not gonna do that to me, right? Hopefully streaming starts putting an end to that, because I think it's getting cheaper to get shows out on stream.
At least the finisher show.
Yeah, right.
Even if Oh, you read all the Twilight books and saw the movies?
Yeah.
My wife is huge Twilight fan. Like we got all the hardcovers, and then we have the new books for the stories that have come out. Like, what the heck's the name of the
maybe technically we've never seen George in the sunlight. Is he a vampire? Does he sparkle in the sunlight? It could happen.
Nah.
Could happen.
Nah. If I was gonna be a vampire, I'd be a real vampire and not that, whatever that is.
My man. Yeah. I'm more about like what was in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy?
I think she's an Edward.
Oh, that's fan. Awesome. Dude,
she's on the vampire side.
I gotta be honest with you. I can't stand the girl in those movies. I'm glad her acting career is just about over. The mouth breather, like her acting prowess is basically I mean, that's about it. I
League of the Shadows is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
That
Dude,
show-
my wife. Oh my God, when that show is on, it's nonstop laughter. And I'm just like, I can't believe you watch this show. Like, I laugh at it, dude.
I slept on that show for the beginning of it, and everyone's like, I see commercials nonstop, and I'm like, then my wife and I were sit there, we're like, well, there's nothing on. Let's give this show a watch. And we watch it, we're like, how are we not watching this? You know? And like we just went through it all and binged it and caught up.
Yeah. I do laugh at it.
And
But
have you actually watched the series?
I've seen a few. No, bits and pieces.
Okay, so you can see the one where they had the meeting of the councils.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that.
Pee Wee Herman was there as the vampire from Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yep, right. Completely insane. Yep.
And Wesley Snipes as Blade.
Yep, as Blade showed up.
As Walker.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good.
When they did that, I'm like, oh my gosh, this show, like they won me over completely.
Pretty good. I like the Guillermo, who's like the descendant of Van Helsing.
Yeah,
and he keeps killing vampires. Like,
all on accident.
That's so stupid. Oh my God. Yes, I do. I laugh at my wife laughing at it most of the time. Oh, geez. All right, so
I was drinking for punch.
Yeah, 100%. That's about it. Dude, no. You got to keep them privates in check, Army Mike. Yeah, no, that's it for me, man. If you don't got anything else, I'm good. I'm rock solid.
No, that is it for me.
That's awesome. Thanks.